Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's time to hoist some dragons. You know, it wouldn't be an episode of a show if somebody wasn't giggling when I unmuted. Like I reached for the button and I'm like, here we go. I press it and somebody's snickering away in the background. I am so happy to be back playing this game with all of you. We're so close to the end. We're about to set foot in the vault. But before we do, let's see what everybody's been up to. Elf, you're in the top corner, so I always start with you. Go. What have you been doing? It's been like 3 weeks. How are you? What's up? Playing any good games?
I'm just thinking like 3 weeks. I mean, Hollow Knight, still fucking amazing.
Yeah, are you still playing it or did you finish it?
Played a shit ton of that. I'm in like the DLC, but I stopped. I gave it a pause for some Kingdom Hearts. I've been streaming that a little bit. I find it to be existential suffering, but it's very entertaining.
But you like that shit though. You like to suffer when you play video games.
I mean, the thing is, right, like that I went into it going like, yeah, this is gonna be great, and then I realized I needed to have played every single game on every single console that has anything to do with Kingdom Hearts to understand anything that's happening in it. So I don't get anything that's going on at all. I have played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and I'm a big fan of those two, but this one is just fucking gobbledygook. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I've seen that mentioned a few times, and I'll let Dave come in with a counterpoint from the Vortex.
I'm sure Dave has something else to say.
No, but so I've seen tweets to that effect where people are like, I thought I was ready. I played Kingdom Hearts 1, I played Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't make any sense to me. What did I do wrong? Dave, what did they do wrong?
I didn't like breathe it for many years as a child.
I think my issue with that is like I would happily have done so, but it was on like a different console, then a different handheld, then a different thing, then a different other thing. If it had all been on the PlayStation, great, you know. But
yeah, I wonder. I was gonna say I think Kingdom Hearts might be the most convoluted like property video game wise of all time, but that might not be true.
What about Final Fantasy?
No, but they're not connected. I was gonna say none of them, but that's not true.
Okay, but like they still aren't. Like it's even more confusing that it's named Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're not connected. Like I was
Final Fantasy, Actually, well, I mean the thing with Final Fantasy is it's an aesthetic. It's not a plot, right? It's like.
Yeah, because then they go like 13-1, 13-2.
Okay, but why did they name them like that then? It's very confusing.
Well, because 13-1 and 13-2 are connected to each other, but 13 and 14 aren't.
I mean, except the crossover stuff.
So back in 1974, a game called Dungeons and Dragons came out. You know, talk about confusing lineage. I tried to explain. I was teaching some role-playing game stuff at UCLA last week, and I was trying to explain the various branches of the Dungeons and Dragons tree.
Me. I was teaching some role-playing stuff at UCLA last week. Can we just like applause for that? That's fucking bonkers.
It was pretty cool. In the last day, we played 5th edition in the morning and Moldvay, like 1981 D&D in the afternoon. It was RPG whiplash. We whiplashed so hard. It was so good. I was like, so we're gonna do a little like day about Dungeons and Dragons. We're gonna start with how D&D is now, and then we're gonna go back in time to 81 and see how D&D was. And the people who were playing in both games were just like, this is not at all the same game. What the hell? Like. And we played Moldvay with 9 people, which is like almost the right amount of people. You almost need like I would have liked 12, but 9 was pretty good. But yeah, it's also very confusing. And I think that the longer we see like a property accumulate sequels, the more these kind of things happen, right? Where things get all confusing like that. So did you, Ren, you Elf, you started playing and then stopped, right?
Yeah, I want to say that I'm probably about. I have no idea how far into the game, but I'm really hoping at least 60%. Really, goddamn, please hope that it's 60% and that the last 40% has something that makes any sense in it.
Yeah.
My biggest problem. This is my biggest problem with it. And Dave, I know you love it. I'm not trying to shit on it. My biggest problem with it is every time someone cool shows up and you're like, now it's a boss fight. They're like, nope, I'm out again. Later. Like, all right, there's somebody cool here to talk to me about some evil shit. I'm like, boss fight, and they're like, nope, gets thrown through a door or whatever. The whole game, every single world is a bait. It's all bait. And then you have to fight some heartless thing or
Yep.
whatever that has no bearing on fucking anything, and it feels like a total waste. It's like not a Disney villain and not a guy in a black coat. I don't give a fuck.
I missed you, Elf.
Uh,
Elf rants are the best. That was great. Good one. I agree.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people run their D&D games that way too, where they're like, haha, you see the villain and then, oh, he's gone, teleport spell, and then you got to fight this manticore. And you're like, all right, we fought the manticore. Let's chase the bad guy to the next base. Oh, he's gone. Now you got to fight this dragon. It's like, no, just give me the bad guys. Let me fight them. Yeah.
But yeah, so if you want to see me get angry at the actual game, I'm still doing that.
Oh, you're streaming this
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been
beautiful.
streaming the whole thing.
Okay, good. I've been so busy. The only stream that I have caught of yours was when you were playing Borderlands the other day.
Yeah, me and Kay have started up a little Friday Friends Day thing where we drink and play Borderlands.
That's pretty cool.
Which is fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a good time.
I like
We were
Borderlands.
both kind of like, we should do more stuff with more people, and we're like, okay, well, let's just do stuff together, I guess, and then invite people if they want to come.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's nice. You forget about that. Like, you play games in solitude for a long time, and you're like, oh wait, I can play these with other people. Like Blue Jay and I were playing Dark Souls on the weekend. Blue Jay, how was your Dark Souls experience? How'd you feel about that?
Well, it's actually kind of interesting in comparison for me right now because like when we played Bloodborne, I was like my most depressed ever and I hadn't started therapy or
Perfect time to
antidepressants
play
yet.
Bloodborne. Perfect. Yeah.
And so like I've been watching my playthrough while I was editing it
hmm
because I've been editing it recently to put up on YouTube after like a year and a half or whatever. And watching, like seeing how like frustrated and kind of like closed off I got during Bloodborne, and also like I enjoyed it. I wanted to play Dark Souls, and then like playing Dark Souls and like being able to enjoy it without the fucking rain cloud over my head has been really nice.
Yeah.
Also, like just knowing how Souls games works make it easier. And Dark Souls 3, I think it could just be me, it's easier to start with than Bloodborne was because you didn't have a weapon at all when Bloodborne started, and I died so many times. But Dark Souls was, I think the start is a lot easier.
I think
Like
that,
only
that
yeah.
might be true. I don't know. I have no perspective on it anymore because I've played Dark Souls. Like I played all the games a bunch. So Dave,
well, in my
Dave, you'll
from
be
my
happy.
perspective,
You'll be happy to know that
the
I've put.
beginning of Dark Souls 3 is easier than the beginning of Bloodborne.
Yeah, Dave, I put all my points in strength. I did it for you because I knew you'd be disappointed if I didn't. Actually, I will tell you, I had to put a couple of points in dexterity so I could use the big sword. But why does the claymore have a dexterity requirement? What's that about? That's not fair.
Well, I am playing Malik, so Dave, you'll be proud of me as well.
Oh, that's right. Fireballs everywhere. Just lots of fire.
We're both just trying to make Dave proud of us, honestly.
These both sound like top tier builds.
Yeah. I have a big sword. Blue Jay has fire.
Personally, I'm a fan of the dexterity build, but
That's what I did the last time I played Dark Souls was the dex build. Yeah. Dave does not approve.
like I give a shit what Dave.
Damn right. Elf doesn't care at all. Yeah.
JK, Dave.
So you've been playing that, Blue Jay, you've been playing that with me. What else you been doing? Anything
We did
cool?
that one time, yeah. I've been playing a lot of The Sims. I discovered challenges, which has made the gameplay part of The Sims feel a lot more interesting. Because like before I'd be like, I love building this house, I love designing this character, and then as soon as it got to the gameplay, I'd be like, this is boring. I don't like live your fucking life. I'll just leave it like on fast forward for 3 days and watch what happens. But now that I have this challenge, it gives me like goals during the gameplay as opposed to just like HGTV, let me build and design this house and then abandon it forever. So that's been fun. And then I just started playing Subnautica, which is also really cool. I'm glad that I didn't play it when it was in early access because I feel like it's much more enjoyable now that it's like smoothed out. Like I'd rather die because I'm doing stupid shit than because the game's bugging out.
Right.
Also, like I didn't realize how many people are like afraid of deep water.
Yeah, it's a fairly common fear, I think.
Do you not want to play that game?
Yeah, because it just like it's not like I've always lived by the ocean, and so I feel like I'm just kind of like whatever, like it's the ocean.
And the ocean give me straight up existential dread. I'm like, I am so small and insignificant in this world.
Oh yeah.
Nah. I mean, maybe in real life, if I were to like jump into the fucking deep and not be able to see under my feet, but like in a video game,
So is Subnautica good then? You're enjoying
so
it?
far, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I like the cool underwater shit, and like, it kind of is very loose in terms of story because you just pick up on a radio signal and then you go and find a little like lifeboat, and there's never anyone there yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like I like the building part. Did you play the forest with the cannibals?
I did, yes.
It's similar to that.
Less
Very
cannibals.
similar to that because like there's like base building and survival aspects that kind of take the priority in the beginning, and
I
then
got
you're
you.
like, maybe I should go into these caves and figure out where my son is.
The forest is a horrible experience because the stuff in it gets more and more ridiculous and scary as time goes on.
I'm feeling that's how Subnautica is gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I've been enjoying it so far, and then I've been playing some Magic too because I got influenced.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been fun. I play it a
Cool.
lot off stream, so I don't think that people realize to what extent I am addicted to it, but it's fine. It can be my secret shame.
Yeah, I think it is for a lot of people. I also play a lot of off stream Magic just because I don't want to stream for 20 minutes. Like, it's not worth it. Yeah. Dave, a lot of people have been asking, why does it appear like you are from some kind of alternate dimension or maybe like a Persona cutscene?
Oh, I just felt like it.
Yeah, I dig it. So for folks who don't know that I have control over most of the production, but Dave figured out a way to do his own green screening in our voice call software. So I can't control Dave's background anymore. So Dave could be wherever he wants to be. And that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll change it halfway through the episode.
Right? See, I just got in. What the fuck is Dave's background? You know what? They're all over the place. They're on a mystical journey. When you're not on a mystical journey through the psychosphere, what have you been up to, my Dave?
I played a game that was really good.
And what was the name of that game?
It was Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hell yeah, it was. Was it good? You enjoyed it? It lived up to the hype? Because I know you've been waiting since you were a wee child.
Cannot believe that it actually did.
Yep. I have heard that.
was very, very excited, and I expected I would have to do a kind of like, oh, I'm enjoying it. Gosh, there are these bits which are just like, oh, but no, it's actually really, really good, legitimately.
You didn't think the 300 crabs was a little too many crabs, Dave?
No, I stayed there and I fully upgraded the ship.
What
like
the
I
fuck?
did
Okay.
that before I left.
Listen, while we were all doing things like going to school and becoming a human being, Dave was studying the art of Kingdom Hearts and is now a perfect entity for Kingdom Hearts play. So
God, it's so good.
I'm
It's
really
so-
glad. That's like I'm not a fan of the series because of the reasons that Elf mentioned, and I just never got on board early enough. But it's always so nice when I see other people enjoying something that I know they're excited about. They're like, "Yes, good. I waited 47,000 years for this to come out, and now it's out, and it's not terrible." That makes me very happy.
It's interesting. They've managed to be incredibly self-aware of how the series has been up to this point.
Yeah.
While they don't do, I don't think, a great job of explaining a lot of things, for people that do know, they will constantly make jokes about, like, it feels like it's been X amount of time, and it will have been like X amount.
Oh yeah, I saw a clip where there was like an NPC talking about how the game didn't make sense, where they were like, "I can't keep track of all this. Like, what's going on?" And like,
There is
Yeah.
literally a point that I played where Sora, when one of the black-coated individuals shows up, Sora goes, "I suppose you're just gonna spout some mumbo jumbo and then disappear." And I'm like,
Nice.
yes, that's what he's gonna do.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, that's good.
Yeah, but they can't fight you the first time they show up because they need to fight you at the appointed time.
But I don't know that.
I
Because
kind
I
of
know
like-
what the fuck is happening.
I kind of like when games have that sort of alternate universe thing going on. Like how in Resident Evil, the first time you encounter anything, it's always broken or missing something. And you're like, how did this police station ever function? None of the doors have doorknobs, and I got to go collect 15 different doorknobs.
Yeah.
Talking of things that don't make sense, but I'm really excited to find out how they do.
Yeah.
The other game I play a lot with some friends is Final Fantasy 14.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about a little bit before. And they recently had like one of the tri-yearly fan fests. They do one in North America, one in Europe, and one in Japan. They
Yeah.
just had the one in Europe, in Paris, like this last weekend. And as always, during the keynote, they announce a bunch of stuff. And one of the things that they announced, they did a collaboration in this expansion where the raids were all based on Ivalice, which is the shared universe of Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 12, and possibly, well, Vagrant Story, and then possibly some other games. So they enjoyed that, having guest producers on. They decided they were going to do more guest producers for the next expansion and the Alliance raids in that. The people they decided, well, I forget his first name. Two people from Platinum, basically. Saito Yos something, I forget. And Yoko Taro.
Oh, wow, cool.
We are getting a Nier Automata raid in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, that's so cool.
Which is super weird, but
Man,
hopefully going to be really good.
That is one of my favorite things about Japanese video games, when they're just like, I don't know, we'll just collaborate with like any random person. Like, you want to play Mega Man in Monster Hunter? Fuck it, here you go. It's so good.
Yeah, it was such a weird announcement, but I'm super into it.
Yeah.
Now you can like dress up as 2B as a bunny. Oh, wow.
The internet's gonna love that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yeah, they
exciting.
are.
Nice. Cool. When is that happening? Like next year? This year sometime?
No, it's we just got a release date actually for the expansion, July 9th, I think.
Oh wow. So not that long. That's cool.
No, I'm very excited.
Nice. Well, that's
That's
good.
awesome.
It's nice to have something to be excited about after you have your like post Kingdom Hearts kind of rundown. I know.
I thought it was just gonna die.
You're right, because you're like, well, the thing
Now
I
it's
waited
on.
for forever, I'm just gonna wither up and blow away. Well, that's good.
Square Enix just needs to string me along, like, and prevent my death.
Just keep giving you things to do.
You
Yeah.
stop doing interesting things, and I'm just gonna wither and die. There you go. Emotional blackmail.
Perfect.
Final Fantasy 7 remake news next, maybe next year.
Next year, something.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm adjacent to Final Fantasy, but it's fun watching your Twitter feed as you get excited about things that come out. You and Nadja both.
Yes.
Lauren, I saw an awesome cosplay photo. That Monster Prom photo that you posted, it's so good.
We had a lot of fun.
What library is that? Like, it's
That is the UW's library, the University
okay.
of Washington.
cool.
We went and there were a lot of people studying, so we were very quietly being obnoxious.
I always love that about cosplay photos, where I'm like, the photo is cool, and I love the cosplay, but I'm like, where did they shoot this, and what's outside of frame? Like, where are the people being like, why are you dressed like that?
It was pretty great because I went and got a Starbucks while I was there, and I got a lot of looks.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
It was a lot of fun. That one.
Cool.
I've done a lot of photo shoots in that library because it's got this like old Harry Potter Gothic section, and then it's also got like classic stacks.
Right.
So it's a very good library if you need cosplay background.
Yeah, right. If you need a background for your cosplay, I don't know much about like the books they have.
The picture of the picture you have in Roll20, the Little Witch Academia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that library.
Yeah, cool.
That's the Harry Potter section.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not actually called that, unless it is, in which case, wow.
I'm sorry. I think that's what I went to the University of Washington. And that's what we called it.
Perfect. Good. I will defer to your expertise in
The
this
Harry
matter.
Potter section.
The Harry Potter section.
It's the only book they have in there.
Well, what have you been up to besides dressing up like a monster and lurking around libraries?
Lurking around in libraries. No, getting ready for Emerald City Comic Con because I gotta make Spider-Gwen, so that'll be fun. And then I've been making a bunch of plushies, which some of you can vaguely see. There's a lot of just disembodied faces right now, which is pretty great. Not creepy at all.
Yeah, when is Emerald City? It's like March.
Mid-March.
Yeah,
it's like March 13th.
That's cool. Yeah, I hadn't gone until last year, and we just went kind of like for a day, and it was pretty cool. It's very different from the cons that I'm used to.
I remember back in the day when it was a small 2-day convention.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting to watch that one grow because I went to PAX when it was big, but I went to Emerald City when it was like kind of small, and now it's like a 4-day convention that takes over most of Seattle, which is really interesting. It's fun, but it's a lot. There's a lot of people.
Totally. But you're prepping a cosplay for that, and you're going to do the whole thing.
I'll
That's
go
cool.
wander around.
Go wander around and have people ask to take your picture.
Yeah, that's the entire purpose of cosplay.
Yeah, right. I feel like
Attention.
as a person who I'm on the other end, I'm a photographer, but I would never. I like the idea of going up to a cosplayer and being like, "Hey, can I take your picture?" I would never do it. Like I just couldn't.
Please do.
I know,
We
right?
love
Like
it.
exactly. It's
Makes
like
us
I
feel
want
real
this,
good.
right? I want that. They want that, and it's fine. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know, because I imagine everyone else is asking and they just can't go anywhere. And as somebody who's occasionally
fine.
runs into
That's
that
the point.
problem, yeah, it is the point exactly. Yeah, so I don't know. There you go.
It'll be good. And then I'm going to Disneyland next weekend. So
Sick. Are you going to Disneyland for any particular reason, or are you just like
for my birthday.
sick? Happy birthday in advance. Do you have a
Yes.
favorite Disneyland thing that you want to do?
I did Disneyland in like 10 years, so all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I went for the first time since I was a kid recently, and it was the same for me. I was just like, look at all of this shit. And there's Star Wars stuff everywhere now. Well, like that's pretty different.
Yeah, Star Wars.
It's pretty great. There's a lot of nerd stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I'm very excited. I'm gonna go run around and eat a lot of sugar and just be like, ah!
It wouldn't surprise me if I had to speculate. It wouldn't surprise me if sometime in the future that Disney bought Hasbro and made a theme park or a part of Disneyland, like a Dungeons. If we go on the line we're traveling on now, it's only a matter of time before there's a D&D like amusement park.
I'd do it. I mean, yeah, I'd do it.
Right?
Easy ride.
Yeah.
Push
I think
your
you get to ride a
friends
dragon.
into the annoying portal. Right.
Just push you in a hole. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
It's a fun time.
Yeah. Well, there's two rides, right? There's the 5th edition ride, and then there's the 1st edition ride. And in the 1st edition ride, you just get killed as soon as you get on the ride. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you failed your save versus poison. Everyone in this room is dead. For real. Bye. But the 5th edition ride, it takes a lot longer.
I'll happily voice any animatronic kobolds that they get going.
See, that's what I want. Yeah.
Well, we should pitch this idea.
There was a point during the kind of apex of the 80s D&D thing where they almost made there was like plans for a D&D amusement park, somewhere in like middle America. But they never went through with it. Same with there was supposed to be a D&D movie in like 84, but it didn't happen. Because it all kind of the bottom all sort of fell out from under D&D, but we're reapproaching that day. Things are becoming closer and closer to that weird halcyon 80s time where everybody knows what D&D is.
that one
Satanic panic all over again. Though.
I was gonna say, but now no one cares about Satan, so it's fine. Satan, I still care, baby. I do. I still care about you.
You haven't forgotten.
I remember.
I was gonna say, poor Satan.
Poor
rejected.
Satan. We're single-handedly responsible for Dungeons and Dragons being so successful, and everybody's just forgotten about their satanic roots. Not me.
It's real rough.
I remember.
I get my satanic roots touched up about every 3 months or so.
Nice. Good. Yeah. Gotta keep your devil fresh. Yeah. Well, cool. Speaking of the devil's game, shall we play it? Shall we engage? All right, let's do the thing. So we don't really even have to like recap too hard because we were at the beginning of a new thing. So the after all of the kind of business of the last few levels, you've managed to get all of the keys that you needed to open the door to the Vault of Dragons. Somewhere within, ostensibly, lies the treasure, Never Ember's embezzled gold. And now it simply remains to you to obtain it. So the 4 of you are at the entrance to the vault. You are accompanied by the doppelganger Bonnie, and by the mysterious black-clad Esvel Rosnar, who is accompanying you into this dungeon because she owns the property.
You mean Jules' girlfriend?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Jules' girlfriend, the
It's
super
just
spy.
like Jewel behind her with stars in her eyes, like.
She's so sneaky. Yeah, and so
That's it.
yeah, so you stand at the entrance to this massive vault. You can hear that kind of like, you know, when you walk into like a hangar or like a stadium, somewhere that's like a big empty indoor space. You can kind of hear the space. As you walk in, there's that sensation of, even though it's dark beyond, there's a sensation of vastness in the darkness beyond what you can see. 8, you stride forward with the light glowing from your shield, and I think just at the edge of your vision, you can make out a column of stone, and then off to the sides, you can see doors, massive stone doors. Is there anything that you have a light source, or everybody else has dark vision? I can't remember. Jewel, do you don't have dark? I can't remember. Tabaxi don't have dark vision, right? Or you do? Yeah, you do.
do.
Okay, all right.
Cats.
So everybody does except for 8. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
all right. And your friends.
It's funny because I feel like that was the same with Malik, right? Everybody had this.
Right.
Yes. Oh wait, I don't think Tritons have dark vision.
No.
Oh, maybe they don't.
And we had a
we
long
had
conversation
we had
about this
issue
because
about,
you were
like,
like, we're at the
can
bottom
see
of the
under-
ocean. And
Yeah,
it's the whole
it's
thing.
dark on the bottom of the ocean, but for some reason they have lights down there. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you do?
Let 8 go ahead and trip any booby traps.
Why don't I check and see if there are any traps?
Good idea.
Jewel will like peek out from tearing her eyes away from the Black Viper. Yeah, let me sneak see forward and carefully and cautiously attempting to see if there are any like floor panels or things that will release a gas or stab me or trigger a giant boulder.
Indiana Jones type shit.
One thing that will stab you in this.
You don't have a sword.
Yeah, okay.
I doubt you will stab you. You will just murder me different.
Make a perception check.
I will try.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
Oh my god, it's like the one Friends at the Table Dungeon World game where they're like, "Is anything evil?" And they're like, "Yeah, your
19.
companion."
No,
is."
that's my favorite thing. Like, is anything here a threat to me? And then a player raises their hand, like, I would like to kill you. Okay, so above and beyond Makaria's just like innate shitty murderousness, there's no evidence there are traps here. This place seems to be like kind of run down. As you can see ahead of you, like the column sort of crumbling. There's rock debris kind of scattered around on the floor. If you walk in a little ways and you look to kind of the look up to the light, so you can see that ahead of you there is an age-worn column supporting a bridge overhead, some 60 feet above, and then the ceiling is above that. So it's a vault. It's like several floors high. So 60 feet up, you see crumbling bridges, and then the ceiling is somewhat beyond that. What's the range on your light, 8?
Let me check because it's continual flame, right?
Yeah, it'll be 36 probably.
Yeah. Okay.
It is. It just says it looks like a regular equivalent in brightness to a torch.
Oh, 2040 then.
Okay. All right.
Torches.
Okay, yeah. So then with the light, you can, I guess at this point, Julia, you can only, because you have 60 feet of vision, you can only make out the bottom of the bridges and then darkness above. And then set into the alcoves along the side. I'm going to just move you enough into the room so that you'd be able to see
For
this.
some reason, the light of the torch eliminated all of my other vision.
Let me fix that for you.
Yeah.
Can't see dimness. Please, can I see dimness?
Yeah, you can. It's 40 20, right?
No,
40
I
feet.
can only see 20.
Yeah, mine still looks like it's pretty short too. I can only see like 10,
I can see
20. I can see like 20 feet.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got you at 60.
For some reason, the bright light has made everything else look shitty and awful.
Okay.
My eyeballs are being blinded. Turn off that light.
What's that, Dave?
Did you put in the 2 boxes 2020?
No, 40 20, because it's 40 is the light radius. The start of dim light is 20.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. Just changes it. That's fine.
If I get out of the torchlight, I can see.
Okay, good. Yeah. So the brightness. It's like the amount to which the dim light is showing. So yeah, if you step forward, you can see outside of the light there.
I just have about a foot of dim light, but that's okay. Everyone will tell me if that's a bad guy, probably.
Here, if I just
I hope
go
you do.
40.
You should tell me if there's a bad guy.
Okay, there you go.
Did
I'll
they
tell
change
you
their
if
like
there's a
lighting
bad guy.
stuff? Maybe.
No,
That's
it's cool.
a little bit better. It's about 5 feet though. Still, don't know what's.
I
going
actually
on.
turned off the dim light, but you can see, like for me, I can see out from you 40 feet, like out to like here.
I can see here.
Yeah, I mean, there's objects in the way, right? You can't see through that thing.
No, I
but-
can't see.
Oh, so it's blocked out there. Okay. Yeah. So you may need to refresh to get the full light. But anyway, so in these alcoves there are doors. A set of big old double doors in each one, made out of iron. Each door is 10 feet wide and 10 feet high, so it's 20 feet across. 2 10-foot by 10-foot panels. And then they are embossed on them with images of dwarven warriors in plate armor. And that is what you see as you enter into the room. Bonnie and the Black Viper stay behind 8 and the rest of you, and kind of just peer into the room cautiously.
I'm just gonna walk out into the darkness on the right here and just like have a look around this column.
Okay. Yep.
You know, I'm not racist,
Cool.
but it's kind of, predictable for there to be dwarves on these doors.
I mean, dwarves probably built this place, so what are they gonna do? Put elves on it?
It looks like it keeps going a fair way.
Wait. So are there doors here?
Yeah.
Right here?
No, I mean
Okay.
they'd be blocking. It's in these alcoves. You can see these big,
I thought it was there. Okay, so the doors are here.
these big
How
iron
many-
doors. Yeah.
There are 4 doors.
That you can see so
More than
far. There's some here and over here.
I would like to examine the door.
Okay, sure.
Gonna give it a look-see. What's that?
Perception or investigation. What are you doing? Are you just like casually scoping them out? Or are you like
Yeah, I'm casually
Poking.
scoping.
All right, so it's
I'm
perception.
not poking at it.
Okay.
Just casual scope. Okay, it's not
Nice.
with advantage, but it's still a 24.
Yeah,
so.
that's still 24. Okay. This set of doors is false. Like they're not real. They just look like doors.
The
All 4 of them?
The ones that Makari are looking at.
these doors are bullshit.
Do you mean that in a sense like they're not real, or in the sense that you don't like them? Because
Both.
okay, I couldn't tell.
1, the artistry is crude, and 2, they're not actually doors.
Jewel will go over using that information to determine if the door that she is nearest is an actual door.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check. It
She has no idea.
looks pretty real to you at a glance.
This one might be a door, or it could not be. I don't know.
Why would you put fake doors?
Yeah, confuse people.
Decoration.
So
Trap and mislead.
Bonnie like clears her throat to get your
Yes,
attention. And when you
Bonnie.
she says, if you don't need me in the dungeon, I might stay back here where it's safe.
You really think being alone in the dark will be safer?
Oh, I meant, and she gestures back at like the basement, like back there. Like I don't need to come in with you. I'm just here to open
That's
the door.
fine, but the castle enters might show up, so
And
be
probably
careful.
kill you the second they see you. So good
I don't
luck.
know if you can like turn into a chair or something. That might help.
She squints at you like you're off in the dark, and she's like, "You don't know much about doppelgangers, do you?"
Look, the closest I've come is you and a mimic, so I don't really know a lot.
Well,
about
they're very distinctly different. Mimics, and she seems very offended by the fact you compared her to a mimic. She
Bonnie.
turns her head into a giant treasure chest and eats you with it.
So I'm not one to circumvent your free will. She is, but she's lying. But perhaps you would be safer with the 5 armed folk than out alone in a hallway where there are no doubt other armed people who will take offense to someone finding this before they
She
do.
looks you up and down, and she says, "I have to say, I think I'm safer anywhere you're not."
You might actually be right about that.
And then
Yeah,
she,
no,
as she
I'm
says,
wrong about
she says this, her voice shifts, and she changes shape into her natural like doppelganger form. So for a moment, she's this sort of featureless, yellow-eyed creature, and she says, "Besides, I can handle myself." And then she shape changes again into someone who is not her, and she says,
You know, I like that better. You should stay like that.
and I think she just looks past you at 8 and says, I'll be upstairs. And then makes her way.
Wait, does she still have the dragon scale?
Huh? She has whatever you gave her.
No, we don't want her to have that. Hey, give me back that shit before you leave.
I mean, yeah, if you want to take the adamantine bar and the dragon scale, that's fine.
If she gets murdered and then gets taken from her, that's bad news. I want it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Do the doors close behind us?
They do not. No, they are just wide open.
No, maybe we should fix that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So the doors have slid into the wall. There's nothing to grab or pull on. They're the edges of them are flush with the wall now.
You're talking about closing a vault door behind us, leaving us sealed in here for eternity. Sounds great.
Yeah, and then in like several hundred years they'll open and you'll come out and Waterdeep will be a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
No, everyone else dies of starvation. I wait. I get all the treasure to myself. It's perfect.
I see your plan.
Adam, when we walk out of the vault in that post-apocalypse, do we meet a ranger with a big iron on his hip?
Yep.
Fine. Well, we'll just have to watch our backs then, right? It seems we open the vault for everyone and not just ourselves. With my crit success, can I examine the other doors and see if they are also fake, or do I need to make more rolls?
I mean, you can go up and examine the doors, but based on what you know about these ones, yeah, the only way to know for sure if they're fake is to like pull on them. But yes, if you want to, you can go throughout the vaulted area and like yank on the doors and try all of them.
I don't want to yank on them because what if they're trapped?
What if? Yeah, like if you want to do a group.
So what you're saying is
you have to do a group investigation check if you want to figure out what doors are fake and which ones aren't.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jewel will happily help with that.
Okay, so no, everybody has to roll, and half of you have to get better than the DC.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Investigation.
Yes.
It's gonna be not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
So everybody
All
roll.
right.
I have.
Nope. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. So 8, you are too busy scanning for danger to really help out. But eventually, you after I don't know, like an hour passes maybe of like checking all the doors. None of them are trapped. They all seem safe. But these two up in the top corner over here, these two are actual doors. They lead somewhere. Yeah, they're not just doors with like concrete wall behind them. Yeah, there's nothing differentiating them visually. Like they all are different. They all have dwarven like scenes of battle or like, you know, noble looking warriors or whatever on them. But these two sets of doors, this set and that set, they are in fact for real.
Further back and then further forward, or further forward and then further back? What do you think?
Start at the bottom and work our way up.
Which one's the bottom?
The bottom of our map, sorry.
You know, map bottom, map down, downwards.
Down.
Not south, the other one, down.
To the big door and work our way to the far wall.
Sure, fine. Who would like to open it? 8, you're strong.
Yes, I am.
Thank you for noticing. Yeah, do you want to try to open the door?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I think these doors are they're not locked. They're push doors. So when you set your hands to them and give them a push, the doorway opens, and beyond you can see there's a hallway, a short hallway that continues forward.
I go.
Well, nothing for it.
All right. Yeah. So you emerge into this next section. You see in the corner expertly and beautifully carved stairs that climb up. And then there's another sort of chamber or something over here.
Let's just see if it connects to the other doors. That way we can, save our wondering.
What?
Very well.
Oh, that's true. Maybe both doors go to the same place.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like a waste of doors.
No, they definitely do. Yeah.
As if they do.
Yeah.
All right. Dwarves are such show-offs.
Stairs it is then.
So hold on. When you get up to this area, when you're about like there, as the light from your shield falls on this back wall, over here. You see a fresco, a 20-foot square fresco depicting dwarves engaged in battle with a group of bloodthirsty-looking goblins. And 8, when your eyes fall upon it, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I certainly can.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So for a moment, as you look upon it, we can hear, and we hear this through, like 8 hears this, no one else hears this, the faint sounds of like the din of battle. You hear like the crashing of weapons, you hear goblin shrieks, you hear dwarven battle cries, and it kind of fades in, and then you manage to shake free of whatever magical effect this fresco is going to have on you. Rin, can you make a perception check? You're the closest to 8. Or actually make an insight check. Ooh, okay, you don't notice. And so when you come over to see what 8's looking at, you need to make the save too.
Sure. Wisdom, right?
Yes, please. Ooh, okay. So for you, when we cut over to Rin, we kind of track your vision from 8 back to the fresco. You look at it and you hear the crashing of battle and what have you. And it's like you feel as though you're kind of falling towards the fresco. So you kind of move up towards it,
like stumble towards
it. And you just like stare like wide-eyed at this fresco, and you're kind of like lost in the sounds of battle.
Can I notice that? I really want to slap her.
Yeah, I think with a failed save, you notice that Rin. So describe what that looks like. How does Rin's
Rin
enthrallment?
is staring at this thing, but it's the sounds of battle. She has, for the first time in this entire campaign, her hand on the hilt of this long sword that she's been carrying around, like she's about to take it out and like start waving it around. You know?
Yeah, right.
Oh man, now I kind of want to watch 8 try and like wrestle her away from doing that, but I also really want to slap her in the face. So can I like try and circle around with my back to the wall and slap her in the face?
Yeah, you can. So you notice that something is askew. There we go. I made your light a cone, Dave.
Askew?
So you notice, something with her, like her behavior is skewed. She's being weird, and Rin stares
and she's
into
staring at
the
wall,
fresco.
and I'm like,
and so
perfect opportunity.
Come around and you. So Rin, you have this person like come around. Suddenly your view is blocked by this blurry, like annoying shape.
I just like try and look around her.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Macarius, she's trying to push you.
I want to slap her in the face.
Okay, you want to slap her in the face?
I mean, she's obviously been enthralled. Like you can see the glaze in her eyes and her hand on her sword. And I've been waiting for moments of what is it called? 8 sanctified violence or whatever. Justified violence.
Something like.
Make an attack roll, Macaria.
Okay. Just with whatever.
With your strength. Oh Jesus! Okay, how much is an unarmed attack? Like 1 damage plus your strength?
I have negative 1
hang
strength.
on. Yeah, but you can't deal negative damage. So I think Rin takes 2 damage.
Yeah, 0 damage.
Can you deal nothing on with a minus? Okay.
It does 1 plus -1. It just doesn't do anything.
I'm
but
not
is there a minute,
strong.
that means that Macaria could never hurt anybody with her fists ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true, actually. I don't remember.
Yeah, let me.
1 plus strength modifier is 0.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's like a minimum.
It's probably 1.
Minimum of 1 or not for attack.
A minimum of 1. Okay.
It is.
So even like
okay.
animals.
Yeah, that's
like
what I thought.
Stuff will deal 1 point of damage.
Yes.
Like
So Rin, you take 1 damage.
okay.
This blur slaps you in the face.
Rude.
Your eyes like water. You don't have to like attack back or anything, but nothing happens.
Wait, she doesn't get
No, it doesn't fix
damn
anything.
it.
You just slapped Rin for no reason. Rin, how do you respond? What do you do?
There's like a tightening of her hand around this long sword that you can see. Like there's like you can hear the shake of like the scabbard a little bit, but she doesn't do anything else, and she just like leans around.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Seriously.
That didn't work.
No, I was hoping it would.
Jewel, I think, was like looking at the door. She was the one that checked that it came from the same place, and she's like, "What are you doing over there? Did someone slap someone?"
Yeah, you heard the unmistakable sound of hand meeting face.
Don't look at the wall. It's ensorcelled or something.
Ensorcelled? It's drunk.
No, at 8, will you carry her away from the wall? Let's see if we can get her out of view.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, Jewel really wants to go look at it.
Rin, you cannot willingly move out of sight of the fresco. You're like being like pulled away. What do you do?
I mean, I guess I resist if that.
Okay, so
I
eight
can't willingly be moved.
Rin is fighting back. Like doesn't want to get like she's like no, I'm looking at the fresco.
I think now is a great time for violence, 8.
It doesn't have to be violence here.
I mean, she's obviously thinks that it does.
No. And I just pick her up. Pull her away.
Okay, make an athletics check, 8, and then Rin, you can oppose with acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, a tie. So you can't do it. She squirms away from you.
Stop moving. Stop moving.
It's too slippery.
I suppose we could just leave her here, but she might be useful.
When you say that, Makari, you're like, we could just leave her here. The camera pans across the floor, and you can see like a skull laying in the dust among some other bones.
I don't think we should leave her here. Jewel fighting the urge to look at the thing she was told not to look at.
She's like, no, I don't want to.
Cats.
Yeah, right. We got a bird box situation here.
I will attempt to assist 8. I'll like push her while 8's like trying to like pull her or whatever.
Okay.
Yes. Let us.
So you roll with advantage. The two of them now trying to
This
drag.
is very annoying.
There you go.
Be picked up. Defend yourself.
Oh my god, that's still so good.
You're doing so well at this.
Okay, so 8, you managed to get your hands on Rin, right? And like pick her up. So is this like over the shoulder, like under an arm? Makari is helping.
Ren is struggling her best to escape you without really doing anything that's like openly violent towards you necessarily.
Yeah, I was being very gentle. 8 has always been quite gentle towards Ren. So that's why I couldn't until
She
Makari
doesn't like.
I'm not.
She doesn't like being touched either.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I actually do the like eventually when you like hold her still, I do the like by the head. I just
Oh, you're like a crane game.
yeah. Because she's distracted trying to like fight off Makaria.
Mhm. Come on.
I'm poking pressure
Pick her up
points.
by the head.
So Rin, you're being dragged away from the most like enthralling thing you've ever seen in your life, and now it, like it's fading out of view as they drag you away.
I'm like, no, I want to look at the. Why? Where are we going?
Does anything happen when she's out of view?
No, it just
God.
Rin, you start feeling very anxious. Like you can feel your heart like pounding in your chest,
Yeah, she's still protesting.
fluttering like a caged bird.
Okay, is there anything I can do with magic to help?
My skill set involves stabbing and stealing, and I don't think either of those are the things that will help right now.
You two hold her still. I will destroy this wall.
Yeah, you want to do
Sure.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Rin, that gives you a chance to break free. Who's gonna try to restrain Rin?
I would like to restrain Rin.
Okay. You're gonna get some help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, am I? Yeah, I would assume.
Jewel will definitely help.
Okay. So Makaria and Jewel.
So grapple is strength,
It's athletics,
athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
and you have advantage.
Okay. I'm trying.
Okay.
But
Rin.
I kind of really want to see 8 have to like punch her. So
Oof. Okay. So Rin, your that sense of anxiety suddenly doubles as you realize what 8 is about to do. 8 strides towards the fresco. You're drawing your sword, 8, or
Makaria definitely probably has some
I think-
experience restraining unwilling humans.
Jewel also helps, like she just because Rin wears a cloak, right?
Oh yeah.
She like sees her leaving, she just grabs the cloak and yanks on it.
yeah. So yeah, Rin, a sense of like horror kind of falls over you as you watch 8 stride towards the thing with this intent to destroy it.
Don't break it. Why? What are you doing? Like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 8, you can make an attack roll.
Yeah. I'm using a sledgehammer.
Oh no. Okay. Cool. So yeah, 8 has drawn this massive stone hammer and is walking over to it, and you can just feel like your skin go clammy and like you start to shake with fear. 8, go ahead and make that attack roll.
Smash wall. Fuck.
Okay. All right. So you swing at it and you punch it. Do you have the sledgehammer as a macro? Is it any different for that roll?
No, I mean it's not even a weapon. So I was gonna...
Right. Oh, that's right. You're just like, okay, you're just hitting it. So your hammer bounces off of it. You're gonna need to swing a little harder. So that's your turn. Makaria, Rin, and Jewel. Basically every turn, Rin, you get a chance to try to break free.
Right. Okay. So are we still doing the same thing, Jewel?
Yeah, I think Jewel's gonna like continue holding on to Rin's like cloak, knowing she doesn't like to be touched as much.
Same thing, 15.
Okay. All right, Rin, you're still
another one.
You're still like restrained.
Jewel's just like wraps the cloak around her.
Okay.
I'm looking at it.
8. You want to try to take another swing at that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonk. Is that okay?
That is not enough to damage it. Nope. Just like smashing into it. Yeah, you're rolling really poorly. Just like smashing into it, and it's not helping. Rin, try to break free again.
Are you fucking serious?
Wow, 3 1s in a row.
Wait, what? Oh my god. Okay, so I'll see. Like, I'll do it again, or I got a 9, but still.
Wow.
Darn, Jesus is not with you today.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go. Okay, so roll damage.
Improvised weapon is a D4, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Plus your strength mod. Okay. Okay, so Rin, this most terrible sound of the hammer crashing into the wall, the sound of bits of delicate fresco crumbling to the floor, is like the worst nails on a chalkboard, and you can't even see it; you just hear it being destroyed.
It's obviously something of significance. Why would you break it?
Okay, try to break free from your friends.
This is hilarious.
Wow. Okay, all right. So Makaria and Jewel continue to try to hold you back.
I like how that mechanically Makaria is the one still making this check.
All right. So
I mean, like I said, I have experience restraining unwilling humanoids.
Okay, 8, take another swing.
Bonk.
Nope, no damage.
Oh, is it 20? All right, fine.
Okay, all right. Continue your struggle to get free. Every time 8 gets to make an attack, you get to try to. Cursed as fuck.
If I get free from this, I'm coming at you with a long sword.
I got another crit. Oh my god.
The way you're rolling.
So you've rolled what, 4 1s? And I've rolled 2 crits in a row.
I have 5 rolls. I rolled 4 1s.
Okay, go ahead. 8, make that attack. Jesus Christ! Why is 8 so bad at this? Okay, try to break free and get free of your friends.
Do you want some help? This seems to be taking a while.
Another crit.
Another
20
crit
for
from
me.
There you go. Okay, roll damage. Okay.
Smack.
It's still mostly together. Let's see.
Rin.
Okay. All right, Rin.
Ooh,
Okay,
15. This might be the time you escape.
Nope.
17. I still win. This is great. I love how fictionally I'm like, even though I'm not very strong, somehow. Oh, 17. Let's go. This is when you get out. Maybe.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Okay.
Oh shit.
So Rin, your action is to break free. You can still move. So what do? You like elbow Makari in the mouth, and she like staggers back. You yank your cloak free, and then what do?
I run towards 8 with my longsword out.
Yeah. So you hear the sword being drawn, and you hear footsteps behind you.
By the way, this longsword is obscenely not a thing anyone should fight with ever. Like, it is decorative.
Okay. So
I'm
decorative.
like holding my face, and I'm like, usually I kill them before this point.
So 8, it's your turn. What do you want to do? Do you turn to deal with Rin,
okay.
or do you take another swing at this thing?
Nah, go ahead, hit the thing.
Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. So this is like perfectly timed. So Rin, as you run up, you get to witness the destruction of the fresco. So it is just hammering away at it, takes the swing back, and then crashes the hammer into it. And you watch as the pieces break free from the wall and crash down like an avalanche.
She like sees it coming down and like drops the sword and like drops to her knees.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, and so as it crashes to the floor, shattering, the spell's effect is ended, and you find quickly, Rin, that that hammering in your chest, you find yourself it fades, and you're like kneeling on the floor with like tears streaking down your face, and you can't figure out why you care so much about this picture of some dwarves. But yeah, the spell's effects fade. And and you're just like breathing hard and like kneeling, staring up at this
like,
broken.
I like look around sort of embarrassedly, pick myself up and like dust off this like, rubble.
Here's your cloak.
Makari's still like holding her face. Little blood dripping from her nose.
Pick up the sword, put it in the scabbard, take the cloak from Jewel, put her on my shoulders. I'm like,
well, let's see what's upstairs.
Right. And so you all turn back toward the stairs. You're like, right, let's see what's upstairs. Cool. Well, we'll take our first break there, and we can all together find out what's upstairs. Also, yes, Chad is right. Rin, take inspiration for your excellent portrayal of your obsession with the fresco. And we'll see if you find an opportunity to spend it when we get back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This stream is brought to you by Roll20, an easy-to-use virtual tabletop dedicated to making tabletop RPGs accessible to everyone. Join the adventuring party at roll20.net. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Dragon Heist or the enthralling fresco, whatever you prefer. We've just watched the most beautiful fresco we've ever seen destroyed, just thrown down onto the dirt by
Tragedy.
Living Sledgehammer 8. But Rin is no longer ensorcelled by its dark magic, and now you are free to continue. So the plan is then to ascend the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah?
Staircase.
Yeah.
All right, let me copy paste you all to the top of the stairs. Stop moving.
Can't see nothing.
Come back, Rin. Okay. Let's go copy and up on the upper level. There you go. Okay, so y'all are over here now. Let's put you in the hallway. There you go. Okay, and then I'll delete the old versions of you. There you go. Okay, so you ascend to the upper level. There is a set of stone stairs, beautifully carved, but not fresco beautiful. And they climb. It's the new standard by which we judge all beauty. Is it as beautiful as the fresco? You climb up these stairs, and it's clear to you, especially to Jewel, who kind of got the lay of the land first. You were ascending up to that level where the bridges are. So go ahead and move yourselves around there. And
This
I will
is much easier than climbing, which is what I had planned to do.
Yeah, definitely much easier. And as you get around that corner, I'll kind of let you know what you see. So in this area, as you come around the corner, you see a pillar. It is shaped to resemble a warhammer with its square head on the floor, and then the handle of the warhammer supporting the ceiling above it. And from here, I think you can just kind of barely make out the archway on this side that leads to the first of the bridges. Yeah.
I touch it.
Okay. It's made of stone. It feels like stone. It's a big stone hammer. Big square base, and then a slightly narrower, and then...
Can I take it?
It's a column that's like 10 feet wide. No, you can't.
Try and take it.
Okay, you can't. You're pulling on it, and you can't. It's not. Nope.
What if I roll a natural 20?
No, you can't. It's very, very heavy.
I'm really strong. No,
I know you are. I know. Go ahead. You know what? Go ahead and make an athletics check.
You're all right.
No, you can't take it.
No.
So there is an archway which Rin you come to here, and dwarves don't care about workers' compensation. There's no railings on these bridges.
Sweet. We're going Bridget Khazad-dûm style.
That's right. So it's a big, long stone bridge that extends out as far as you can see, and you can hear that kind of empty hallway, that hollow sound down below. You are 60 feet off the ground. You're 6 stories up.
I know this one. I know this one. If you peek your head around the side and you look up a little bit on the left, is there a snake man there casting
Yeah, if you look at the ground, there's a glowing orange sigil that says "Try jumping." Yeah, no,
right.
There's none of that shit.
I turn to everyone and I'm like, I think we're going to have to cross the bridge.
I
Oh,
Okay.
what's on the other side here? Is
So
there-
so hang on. As you go around, you notice there's another Warhammer pillar. There are 3 of them in total, and this whole back wall on this side, is crafted to resemble. It's a cracked mosaic that depicts a dwarven smith at the forge crafting dwarves out of black metal and diamonds. And I have to assume that the black metal they are referring to is like Norwegian black metal. So all of the dwarves have sweet corpse paint, and they're all posed like this. Yeah. They're also like Scandinavian teenagers, but dwarves.
No.
So yeah, there is a dwarf smith at a forge crafting dwarves out of black metal and diamonds. And there's a section of it that is broken. And at a glance, you can see some like shadows maybe behind it.
shadows
Shadows
like
behind the broken
Behind the
section.
broken section, yeah.
Oh, like
Jules
there
gonna
might
go
be a
look at it.
passage behind.
There
it.
might be something, yeah, behind there. So Julie, you're gonna go and inspect it.
Investigate.
Okay. All right. So Julie, you walk over to the cracked section. A chunk of the mosaic has fallen off and broken on the floor, and there's like cracks in the wall behind it. And as you get closer to take a look, can you make a perception check for me?
I will attempt so.
Thank
yes.
you. 13. Okay. Let me make a roll to see. Let's see here. Oh my god, am I -3? I think.
Jewel is functionally a cat and really is curious about things.
Oh,
I mean,
we
her
tied,
functionally
huh?
being a cat makes sense.
Okay, all right. So we'll start here, and then we'll roll initiative. So what's your armor class?
My AC is 15.
Okay, so as you peer in, there is a cracking sound behind the wall, and then a black, oily ooze sprays forth out of the cracks, and its tendrils wrap around you.
Oh shit!
And they immediately start like burning you as this like horrific slime creature gushes out of the wall.
I found something.
You take
it was in the walls.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage and then 17 acid damage. And then your armor, you have non-magical armor, right? So it is reduced by 1. Your AC goes down by 1 as it like burns through your armor. And there's a shout of surprise, I imagine.
Oh god!
A gurgling shout of surprise as Jewel is attacked by the black pudding. Let's roll initiative, everyone.
No, that took me down almost entirely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're level 4.
It's okay, Dave. My initiative is -1, so you're good.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to select my token.
Here, friends, this is where it ends.
Well, mine's 5, so.
Okay. Oh, I should roll for.
This is how I die.
I should roll for your
The
friend.
ooze is just gonna roll over us and then clean up our bones here.
I mean, and then we make new characters and play Mad Mage. It's fine.
Oozes, nature's Roombas.
That's right.
Okay, so as a player, I love oozes.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like, and as a GM, they're I think my favorite thing because they're so quintessentially D&D and they're ridiculous.
I haven't gotten to use a gelatinous cube in years. Just years and years.
I guarantee you, I bet you $100 starting right now.
There's
that
one.
That Dave has one.
Can I tell you a very quick
You know, I'll be
gelatinous
disappointed
cube
if it
story?
doesn't.
So
Please.
my favorite thing that ever happened with a gelatinous cube was actually when I was playing 2nd edition D&D as a teenager. My character got stuck in a gelatinous cube, right? So we were going through the dungeon and I got stuck in this gelatinous cube and I was like, oh my God, help me. And I still had my like arms out and the player nearest me, his character was like, so you're sticking your arms out of the ooze, right? And I'm like, yeah, so you can grab them and pull me out. And he was like, are you wearing that ring that we were arguing about earlier? And I'm like, you mean my +1 ring of defense? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I'm wearing it. And he's like, cool. I just take the ring off your hand and push your face into the ooze.
Whoa!
And so I died. I died in this ooze, this gelatinous cube, because this motherfucker took my ring.
That sounds like Makaria.
Yeah, we had argued about it for like 45 minutes earlier. I was like, no, I need this ring of protection. And he was like, no, it's for me. And then I just got slurped into the ooze.
Quick pitch.
Yeah.
But could I play an ooze in the next
Can we be an ooze party? Can we reverse it? You play adventures and we play oozes in a dungeon.
Right, but you all have to play the same ooze together. You're all one.
I
ooze.
don't want to work together.
My old D&D groups, they were very PvP oriented. That's fine. It happened. I deserved it. I had done other bad things to them. So, all right. So the Black Viper sees that an ooze has spurted out of the wall and just leans against the pillar like, you got this. It's fine.
Fuck her.
You don't need me. I'm gonna watch and see how you do. So she's gonna hold her action. Rin, what would you like to do? You see a terrible ooze like trying to.
My initiative. Sorry,
you didn't end up on the. Okay, let me add a turn. What did you get for yours? 18?
18.
Oh, okay. So you're actually before Rin. Okay.
I would like to not be held by this ooze.
Yeah, so it's not technically grappling you. It just kind of like sprayed you with ooze.
I mean, nothing's near me. So I'm going to.
So you're like there.
I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to dash away because I'm really fucking hurt.
Bye. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna move back this direction.
All right. So you yank yourself free of the black pudding and run away, steaming. Okay.
Yep. Ow, 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 ow.
Rin, what would you like to do?
I will cast Dissonant Whispers on these.
Okay. All right.
So I will give it the Scary Whispers.
Okay.
Pyow.
All right.
There doesn't actually need to be an attack roll. It's a wisdom saving.
Yeah, that's right. It makes a wisdom save. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It gets it gets a 14 and its wisdom save.
It's 14 to beat, so.
Okay. So it takes half as much damage, so you can roll damage. I like that the black pudding does have feelings. It's not immune to psychic damage.
It takes 5 psychic damage.
Okay. All right. The black pudding somewhere deep inside its gelatinous core is wounded.
And then I move over here so that I'm not directly in front of it.
Okay.
It's probably my best bet.
All right. Makaria?
Disgusting.
Yep.
I don't want to get anywhere near that. But I also have a feeling there's going to be more horrible things in this fucking place. Like, how long does this last? A minute? What? I will cast Toll the Dead on it.
Toll the ooze.
Toll the ooze,
All right.
yeah.
So same thing, wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
All right. It gets a -1 on its wisdom saving
Good.
throw.
So it takes 10 necrotic damage.
All right. Cool.
And I'm also going to back up because fuck that thing.
All right. The bells.
And I turn around and I look at the black viper and I say, so have you run into this before? And I look over at Jewel and I'm just like, she's not dead yet in my head. So
I only heal people who are dead. Yeah. Yeah. The black viper just looks at the ooze and just shrugs. Like, you can do it. It's fine. All right. 8.
Well,
Time to sully forth.
What I actually want to do is just kite it. But, like, I don't know how much room we have. Because it's probably really slow. But
We could probably cross the bridge. I bet it won't go after us.
the other thing I was wondering about, if it dissolves my armor,
Yes.
I just regenerate new armor on the long rest, don't I? It doesn't get permanently damaged.
I think it's like it's your skin and stuff, and you're capable of restoring it. It says non-magical armor partly dissolved. So like, yeah, you or a turtle or whatever, like anyone with that natural armor, I think, yeah, it does just temporarily. I would say it recovers on a long rest for you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
That's fine.
tank it.
Okay.
I'll go up to it.
Okay.
And I already know this is a bad idea. I already know I take damage when I hit this thing.
Sure.
Like, what?
Backsplash.
I'll hit it, I guess, with my flail,
Okay.
my backup weapon. Blanc.
You hit it. Yep.
Blanc.
Okay. So yeah, there is some splashback. You take 4 acid damage. You deal it 13 bludgeoning.
That seems like a good deal.
Okay, cool. And now your flail does 1 less damage than usual. The flail begins to corrode.
Yeah. +1. No. I'd knock it prone, but it's an ooze, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Sure.
All done.
Okay. All right. So the black pudding it will attack. It'll attack 8 with one of its squiggly pseudopods.
Don't you dare.
Okay.
No, not the squiggle pods.
Yeah. So it's gonna attempt to squill you. Did I not click that? Let me see here. Do the pseudopod. There. Oh God. Okay. So it gets a 24.
Fuck's sake.
It gets a 24 to hit. So you take 6 bludgeoning and 19 acid damage. And your armor plating is reduced temporarily by 1.
It's a Jewel GTFO'd. I took 21 points of damage in 1 attack.
Yeah, I mean, look at the token for this thing. That's an ogre. That's an ogre getting venomed there. You're getting Todd McFarland.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. So it lashes out with a pseudopod and begins to dissolve you.
Okay.
The Black Viper will continue to hold her action. Jewel, it's your turn.
Maybe we shouldn't fight this and we should just cross the bridge.
No, kill it now.
It nearly murdered me. It will dissolve you, 8.
Right. And it's still like attached to 8, and 8 is
something.
just like, no, fight it. Come on.
Do something.
8? Seriously?
Shoot it.
If ever there were a case for sanctioned violence, this is it.
Gonna shoot it with an arrow.
Okay. All right.
She's so mad right now.
You hit it? Yep.
I think I get sneak attack on this.
Yeah. You've got an ally adjacent to it.
Yeah. For 17 damage.
Nice. All right.
But it's piercing, so I don't actually know if it does any damage to it.
It appears to. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You're the worst, 8. If you die, I don't know if Macario will save you.
Rin, it's your turn.
It's time for some vicious mockery.
You're just an ooze.
Come at me, you bottle of black chocolate.
Okay. So it makes a wisdom saving throw.
Bet your ass it doesn't even burn that hard.
It gets a 5, and so takes 1 psychic damage.
And disadvantage on its next attack.
That's right. Okay.
Which is why I'm doing it, because it
That's
seems
good
to
shit.
hurt a fuck ton.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So I'll make a note. It has disadvantage in the next one. Okay, great. Macaria, it is your turn.
Second verse, same as the first. I'm going to point at it and be like, "You're disgusting." Same
Use
as
spell slots.
what?
Use spells.
No.
I
Yeah.
I think
feel
this is the worst thing we're going to encounter in this dungeon. I don't.
It gets a
feel like-
1.
8
So it
is
takes
clear. It's like
7
we don't
necrotic.
get XP if we ignore it.
So you take 7 necrotic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 8, it is your turn.
I hit it with a flail.
Okay. Watching a big robot man flail an ooze would be hilarious. There'd be like chunks of it hitting the ceiling.
Squish,
Yeah.
squish,
Yeah,
squish.
you hit. And it's at 1 less damage than before. I don't know if you
Yep, already calculated it.
Okay. All right. So it takes 9 damage. Excellent. So you're just flailing it. Bits of black pudding flying everywhere. Anything else this turn, 8?
Yeah, I use second wind.
Okay. So roll your hit points, and then it attacks with disadvantage.
Nice.
You get 5 hit points. Okay. All right. So with disadvantage, I get an 8, so it misses you.
Yes.
I don't get an 8. And then Jewel, it's your turn.
Disgruntled cat continues to shoot it with an arrow. She's like, this is the stupidest idea. We can just cross the bridge, but you just got it fine.
Okay, go ahead.
And she
You
misses.
missed. You're just so angry, you just shoot the wall.
I'm
Yeah.
Just
pretty sure she
snaps
did.
the arrow by accident.
I think she hits.
Let's take a look. You got an 8. Yes, you do hit. Yeah, this thing's only got a 7 armor class, so you're fine. You're totally fine.
I literally fought one of these on Sunday. Like, that's
Nice.
how
She's
it-
not even looking at it properly.
Yeah, hence the flail.
13 damage.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the arrow ricochets off the wall and hits the pudding anyway. It's like you're fighting a giant boba. So you puncture its side and some goo drips out of it. Rin, what would you like to do?
Same as before.
Yeah.
Make it not attack as hard. Vicious mockery.
Okay, all right, good.
the 1 damage.
I like that mocking it is actually doing really great because then you're basically buying
As
turns.
long as it can hear me, it doesn't even have to be able to understand
Mhm.
what I'm
It
saying.
just hits the tone. All right, it takes 1 damage, and fails the save.
Yay.
Okay, all right. Macaria?
My 1 psychic damage.
Gosh, so we're still going at it?
It's
Yep.
still alive, yep.
Ugh, annoying. I guess I'll use one of my slots. Guiding bolt hits it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Please, just like let's be done with this. It's weird to be casting with radiant damage, but
You kill it.
good.
Yeah, so you wither it with the radiant light of the god of death, and it just it shrivels and dries up and gets all the crusty skin on the top.
I know
and
what it is. The guiding bolt is just like a skull. It just like
right.
Step into the light.
Yeah, you just throw a skull at it. And it gets all crusty and kind of stops moving, crumbles off of 8 into a pile of dry goo on the floor. You have defeated the black pudding. The black viper claps arrogantly.
Black pudding is a very off-brand black viper.
You stop that.
She smiles and she says, "Oh, you did wonderfully. I'm glad nobody died." And she looks at Jewel.
yet.
Yeah, I throw my flail at her.
And she dodges it. It clatters off the wall.
I mean, I don't want it anymore. It's broken.
Okay, you just hurl your flail at her, land somewhere over here.
Jewel, grumbling, is like, now I want to see what's in that fucking hole. So she goes over there cautiously.
Sticks her face in another black pudding.
Yeah, it's an infinite black pudding hole. It just attacks you.
There isn't a black pudding in the hole.
It's a portal to the elemental plane of black puddings, and so it just sprays out like 100 more of them. The whole dungeon fills with black pudding.
No.
Yeah.
She looks in.
This becomes like a big kaiju battle. It's a black
Is
pudding
there
the size
anything
of Waterdeep. No, there is not. It's the cracks only go like arm deep, and the thing was just kind of like lurking inside.
there.
Yeah.
It's worst. And she's gonna go further down the hallway and see what's down here.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so there are bridges along the way. Three openings onto these crumbling bridges.
The first bridge looked the most sturdy at a glance.
Yeah, one of them, I mean, if you look at it, there's a hole in the middle, so you'd have to jump across.
I don't know what you're talking. Jumping always goes well for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I cannot think of a single instance where jumping has failed for you.
Exactly. I'm a very good leaper.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to very subtly, although not probably subtly to a thief, just like palm the healing potion that you gave me before to you.
You try and like hand it
She's
to
like,
her.
here, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, and I'm making a face like this isn't me being nice or whatever. I don't know.
Don't tell anybody I was nice to you.
It's not like how
She will
Yeah, right, Dave.
try to help you in your subtlety, seeing you don't want anybody to know that you're being nice, questionably, and will like take it from you and then just pops it and chugs it.
Yeah.
I will drink my healing potion.
I hold up my hand for one. Hold up my hand for one.
Me, please.
Give me.
It was subtle.
Give me this. Oh yeah, I'm not good at subtle.
7. I will take my 7 points of health.
Okay.
I don't have that many spell slots. I'm level 4, dude.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was just playing. Which of the bridges did we think was the most sturdy? Sorry, Alpha?
The first one.
Okay.
All right, let's cross this one.
Yeah, I'll cross it with my shield up, kind of like, well, because I need it to see, and also because I don't want to get shot by arrows. Because I played Dark Souls before. That was the trick, wasn't it?
Okay. All right. So you begin walking out onto the stone bridge. Now there's no wind or anything through this vault. It's quite, the air is still, but you're 60 feet up, and so we probably get the dramatic shot of like your foot stepping onto the bridge, knocking like some pebbles off the edge, and they fall into the darkness below. And you
away. Yeah, that's bad. Don't look at that page.
You continue along. What are you gonna do? Just keep going?
I think we keep walking.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try.
Jewel, make sure it's not going to there's no traps on the bridge.
It turns out it gets a lot more crumbly just up in this section.
It sure does. Yeah.
Yes, I realized this.
Well, this was definitely the great bridge to take.
I think the rest of you should go before I do. I weigh as much as the rest of you combined.
Uh-huh.
Okie dokie then. I go as fast as I can.
Okay. How much does Rin weigh? Like with all your gear? Like you're carrying...
Muted elf.
Let's see. 10...
It's like 50 pounds of gear. Plus...
You have a 25-pound chest in your bag?
Actually, that's not supposed to be equipped. That's back in the thing.
Okay.
But so like 25 pounds of gear approximately.
Okay.
Plus like probably like 120, 130.
It depends. How tall is Rin?
That's a good point.
And half elves tend to be a little like svelter than humans of an equivalent height.
Yeah.
So I imagine
I haven't thought about the specifics.
Right? I imagine Rin probably weighs between like 110 and 120 depending on how tall she is.
Yeah.
How tall and soft she is.
I mean, according to the art, she is not that tall. So I'll go with that.
Okay.
Group art.
All right. I think when you cross the bridge, you're okay. Like the bridge seems stable as you head over. At the other end of the bridge, there is a massive metal door. This door appears at a glance to be made out of adamantine, the same material that was forged into a bar. Though this is either a stone or wooden door with a layer of adamantine on it, or maybe it's like fully metal. But there's this solid adamantine.
Before you come across, do you want me to try the door? If we all come over here and then we can't get through, it's pointless.
Yes.
That seems smart.
I try the door.
Okay. Let's see about this door here.
Do you have to hold the bar? Do you have to give the bar a piggyback?
That's right. Put the bar on your back and cross it. Otherwise, the fire will get you.
Otherwise, the blades slide out from either side and chop you in the fucking legs.
Right. Only the penitent man will pass. Let's see. Okay, so at the other end is an adamantine door, and this door in particular. Let's see. I think it just opens. Yeah, I think you can just open this door. So when you do, you go to push it. The door opens up, and inside there is a rectangular chamber, and inside, in the center of the room, sort of center back of the room, there is a 10-foot tall painted stone statue of an armored dwarf wielding a battle axe and wearing a mask. And in front of the statue, on the floor, is a trap door with a pull ring on one side, big metal pull ring on one side. That's like at the back here.
Oh, nice. Is it like sideways on? So when you lean over and you go to pull it and you're leaning down, your head's exactly in the right place. And
Yeah. It's actually it's a statue of Clovis. I can never remember if it was Clovis or Vercingetorix that did that, but man, that's a good trick. Hey, look at this! Look at this big thing of gold I got you. Chop. So yeah, there's a trapdoor in the center, and then the statue.
I open the door and walk sort of inside, and then wait for the others.
Okay.
I motion them ahead.
So,
do you want to go next, Makaria?
Sure, I'll go. I weigh probably just a bit more than.
Well, you're wearing metal armor, right? So
leather.
Oh, you are just wearing leather? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
yeah. So I'm carrying 80 pounds of bullshit. Why 80?
Because you have a lot of stuff. 85.
It's your coins.
Yeah.
It's my coins.
You've got coins and then all this other shit.
Rope.
10 pounds of rope. A pirate costume.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Okay. So you weigh, how much does Makaria weigh? Like 120 pounds?
Yeah. 120, 130. Yeah.
Okay. So when you get to that area, you step out onto the bridge and it starts to crack and crumble. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
That seems like a good idea. I agree.
14.
14. All right. Let's see. Crumbling floor. 14. Let's see here. Oh, that is insufficient. You try to grab the edge, but you fall. You plunge down, and this is the thing: falling at this level is not going to kill you because it's a d6 for every 10 feet, right?
So that's 6d6.
Yeah. So you fall. You land on your ass. You take 18.
Ow.
You take 18 damage. And now you are down below on the other level, having plunged to the bottom. You're unsurprisingly you are prone.
I do that thing where like all the air is out of your chest, and I'm like making the face like I'm trying to like say,
"Are you alive?"
You got the wind knocked out of you.
She sounds alive.
You're making noise. I think you're alive.
Sure, perfect.
Come back up.
Fuck you.
Do we just wait for her to like climb up the stairs?
Yeah, you can go next.
Did it crumble? Did it break? I mean,
yeah. So it's like it's crumbled. You have to jump over now.
That's fun.
So like this section is like missing now.
Jumping has never gone wrong for me. Jewel will jump.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna run and jump?
She might actually die if she takes 66 damage.
Well, at least you'll land next to the cleric.
Yeah, I can spare you.
I'll catch you. Splat. Heals. Okay. So the running and the jumping. Let's see. Okay, you gotta make a dexterity saving throw.
You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna tie a rope to herself. And she's gonna hand it to 8.
Okay.
So that she doesn't fall 60 feet.
How long is this rope?
I mean, ropes are normally like
50 feet.
50 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'll just hold it at like.
Yeah, so if she falls, she can be dangling. Like it might hurt, but she won't take 6.
Not 10 foot, because otherwise you won't make the jump. That would be...
Right. And I was wondering, like, because I mean, falling 50 feet and then getting yanked at the end of a rope would be harder than. So how far is the rope?
Like 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I assume.
Sure.
Like the distance of the jump.
Swing.
Okay.
Jewel, like she's saying this, she's like jumping is I'm a very good jumper. She's like tying the rope to herself and then just quietly hands it to 8 while talking herself up, and then a dex saving throw.
Yeah, dex save. Because when you land, it's not that hard of a jump, but when you land, the thing starts to like crumble and like you kind of pinwheel your arms and yeah.
I also have inspiration. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Fuck. 14.
The saving throw is a dexterity saving throw of a DC of 15. So you jump out, you land, the floor crumbles, you fall. 8, can you make a strength saving throw? Okay, all right. So you're gonna take just like one d6 of damage, Jewel, as you get yanked at the end of a rope, because you do fall 20 feet and then get like
No, that's
yeah. So you take
totally
4 damage, and now you're hanging from 8 is holding the rope, and you're hanging 20 feet off the bridge.
I'm like slowly pushing myself off the ground and like wiping myself off, and I look up and I'm like,
Jewel's hanging from a rope, just spinning slowly.
I'm making the like not as easy as it looks face.
Like, look up at her like, you fucking goof.
Jewel just waves at Macaria and then kind of like,
hi.
All right, let's try that again.
So wait, you're gonna okay, all right. So Jewel, you get pulled back up. You're standing at the edge.
Rin, is it really that important in the room? Maybe I should try.
Well, there's like a statue of a dwarf with a big axe and a pull chain, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna do something when I pull it. So,
All right, let's try again.
Okay.
I don't have inspiration, so above a 15, please. Fuck.
Okay. So same thing. Yoink, and then you fall and get yanked on the rope. Can you make a strength save? Okay, you're fine. You take 5 more damage, Jewel.
I say from below, where I'm just now like standing up fully, the Lord of Bones does not think that room is important.
Yeah, so we cut back to the Black Viper who's leaning on the wall, and she just is shaking her head like, "Oh, honey." So 8, you pull Jewel back up. So while all this is going on, Rin, are you doing something in the other room, or are you just watching?
yeah, no, I'm gonna investigate. I think.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna have a look around. So I'm gonna perception this room.
Okay, sure.
Jewel is a cat and she's so bad at jumping on me.
I'm I'm not gonna see.
It just seems what it is, right? Adamantine trapdoor, pull ring on one side, 10-foot tall painted statue of an armored dwarf holding a battle axe, wearing a mask. Can you make a religion check for me?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Who's that dwarf?
Let's try it. Let's play Who's That Dwarf?
It's no one I recognize.
You do not recognize this particular dwarf.
Okay.
I think it may be Gringo, son of Bombo. You don't recognize this dude.
Chunk Flunk.
That's right. You recognize this dwarf as Mighty Chunk Flunkins, greatest dwarf to ever live. Delver of the Caves of Chaos, killer of many kobolds, patriarch of the Flunkins family. Chunk stands before you, clutching his axe mightily. Okay, all right. So, while all this is going on, Makari, do you want to walk all the way back around? Or do you want to stay down below? Oh, you want to stay down below in case somebody splats on the ground, you can heal them. And by somebody,
also,
I
I
mean
want
them.
to laugh at them.
Okay, perfect. You're in a great position to do that. Jewel, would you like to make another leap across with dexterity?
Yeah, like, I
Your
don't know
best
what else
saving
to
throw.
do.
Your
So
best one.
I feel like I have to just keep trying.
All right, do it.
Like she's like, could we tie the rope to something and she could climb it? Like,
Right? Like there's a hole now. There's like a gap. So jumping is really your only
yeah,
option.
no, we're just rinse and repeat. I have a
What?
+6 to the
I know,
Hold on.
you should be able to do
What
this.
if? What if
Yeah. Here we go.
you get on the end of the rope? I lower you down some way. We start swinging you. You go to the other wall. You jump on the wall and you just climb it.
You could legitimately just throw her. 8.
I could throw.
I mean, not really.
No, it's
She's
the
too-
landing that's the problem.
It's the landing
right?
that's the problem. Yeah, finding a safe landing. But so 8, your plan to like we lower the rope and then like pendulum her back and forth. Yes, you could totally try that, and then like sort of swing her back and forth along.
I'll do it. Like if you suggest it.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you just
Come
start
on.
doing it? 8? Do you just like while Jules hanging it? Do you just start swinging the rope with her
So
on
the
it?
idea would be that you'd swing her back and forth like this way, and then get her so she can grab the wall and like clamber up the other side.
'Cause I gotta climb these.
Yeah.
I-
Totally. Okay. I don't think you need like a saving throw for that. Like I think it's just you just kind of like maybe 8. Let's have you do one more athletics check. To make sure that you can let's make sure because this is for you. This is a big all upper body strength. See if you can get this right.
She could also climb it from the ground. That would probably work better for her.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're kind of vaulted out, so you'd have to climb
Yeah.
up. So I don't know that you can do that. Like I don't think you have the ability. But as long as okay, there you go. I was gonna say because if eight got a 1, then it would have been like you get thrown against the wall and have to try to dig in. But you're fine. You bump the wall and like scramble up the edge on your leash. Like literally, like you have this harness made of rope, and 8 is holding the other end, and he's just don't do this with your cat. Just like, like swings you back and forth on your leash until you get thrown onto the other side.
And she eventually just digs her claws in, climbs her way up. Rin, I think you just see her like pull herself up onto the platform. She's like, I made it.
Yep.
Well done. You can see what we have here is the statue of a dwarf wearing a mask with a battle axe and a pull lever thing.
Have you pulled the lever?
No, I was waiting for someone.
It's a ring, not a lever, but yeah.
Well, that's fine. Is the lever in any kind of dangerous situation in relation to the statue?
It is just on the floor in front of the statue, and the statue.
Oh
is
yeah,
like,
so it's a head chopping statue, definitely.
I mean,
I'm gonna pull the thing.
you can pull the lever.
Whole thing.
Okay. So you lean over and you get your hands on the pull ring. You give it a little tug. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I mean, obviously.
I mean, you got an 8 perception. You're fine. If you didn't already have.
Like fuck it. I gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. All right.
And
You just die to the trap.
18.
18. Okay. So you only take. Let's see. Oh, you don't take any damage.
Hell
So here's what
yeah.
happens. You would have taken 25 damage from when you pull on it. You feel a sense of like something's. It's like it doesn't pull and doesn't feel like it's attached to anything. Like it's just stuck on the ground. And you jump back in time. You see the statue's eyes glow bright red, and 2 beams of magical fire fire
What the
forth.
fuck? Really? He's got a giant axe and his move is laser
eyes. Yeah, so there's a flare of light, a burst of heat as 2 beams of red light spring from his eyes and strike the floor, scattering bits of flame everywhere, and then his eyes close again, and there is silence.
I want to be able to do that.
Yeah, right?
Jewel looks at this and she looks at the floor. She's like, so there was no reason for me to get all the way over here.
Not entirely sure what else we can do in this room. Is the mask on the dwarf removable?
Oh, now that you're in the room, Jewel, you can make a religion check to see if you recognize the great statue of mighty laser eyes Flunkins. Man, Chunk would have been sweet if you had lit.
This is a religion?
Yeah, so you recognize this dwarf. He's not actually a dwarf. He looks like a dwarf, but he's actually from another planet. This is Kal-El, last of the space dwarves. He landed in a farm in Shadowdale as a boy and was raised by some Shadowdavian rutabaga farmers. And now he flies around saving people from evil. Yeah.
Jewel says all of that out loud.
Super dwarf.
I look at her like she's insane.
He can shoot ice breath too and
Mm-hmm.
fly.
Now you only recognized him because he wasn't wearing his glasses. Otherwise, you would have probably thought that this was Clerk Kant, a mild-mannered Waterdavian clerk. So yeah, Cleric Kent.
It's all very interesting. Is there any other clue to what is in this room other than a trap to kill me?
Not that you can see with an 8 on your perception check. Jewel, if you would like to scope the place out.
Perception or investigation?
Whichever.
Perception's slightly higher, so let's do that. Slightly. Yeah, fuck off. This room's useless.
Neither of you have any idea what the hell is going on here.
All right, I leave.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna jump over this gap in one go. Watch.
Do it. Dexterity save.
Blam.
Boom, blammo. Just gracefully, like a swan. You just and land on the other side.
Flying is in my nature.
That's right. For a brief moment, you're weightless and you land on the other side. So, Jewel, what would you like to do?
Jewel's just so mad. She's full of rage. So there was nothing in this room.
There has to have been something in the room.
I think this room was designed to kill. Do you want me to go look at the thing that's supposed to kill us more?
Yes.
Go back and check again.
She goes back inside and I'll try and investigate it this time.
So you're going to investigate this time the room. You're going to take a closer look with investigation?
Yeah, I'm going to like poke the statue, does everything except pull the ring.
Okay. All right.
It's time. Let's see. Maybe RNGesus will be with me today. 14.
14. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't seem like I think you're pretty sure that this room is just like
a trap.
Like you can tell with this thing the door is fake. It's just a ring set into the floor.
Cool. She goes back out and she's like, she doesn't even say anything. I'm just gonna jump back over the fucking gap.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Good luck.
I'm really tempted. Wait, can she from here? Can she just climb on the wall to the other bridge?
Yeah. You could climb across to this other one. Sure.
Yeah, she does that.
Okay.
She just looks 8 in the eye and just gets on the wall and climbs over.
Yeah, you come out the doorway and I'm like getting the rope and
Getting ready and yeah. So Makaria, it doesn't look like anybody is going to be falling to their death just now, but do you want to stay down here in case there is falling or?
I mean, also I don't want to embarrass myself again. And I don't want to go up there and like be fodder for people talking about how I messed up. So I'm pretending like I am as disinterested as the Black Viper.
Okay. All right. Good. We got two edgelords. Okay. All right. So when you get to this other side, there is another adamantine door. This door, let's see. Yeah, just looks like a big heavy adamantine door.
I check it for traps.
Okay. Yeah. Make an
And also
investigation.
to see if it opens.
Make an investigation check.
Just gonna wait until Jewel calls out that she needs somebody else there.
Looks like a door to you.
Should I open the door?
I opened the last one.
Fine. If I die, Makaria,
Wait until
I'll
I
say
get
hi to Merkel for you.
Certainly.
start going.
Okay.
And
All right.
she opens the door.
All right. The door is either locked or sealed or is much too heavy for you to open.
Is there a lock or any sort of mechanism or anything on it that could be picked in some capacity?
Wait. If she says that if she dies, she'll say hi to Merkel, that means she believes, right?
I mean, she might also be mocking you.
I'm gonna take it as she truly believes in the Lord of Bones because, like, you go to the underworld of the god like you have faith in, right? Or is it just everyone goes to Kellenborn no matter what?
No. If you don't like believe in a god and have like a favorite, you basically get like, I think this is how it still works. It sucks. You go to limbo, and if you're bad, you get put into a wall forever.
Okay, so you do go like get the underworld treatment of whatever god you believe in at the time.
Kellenbor's responsibility is making sure everybody goes where they're supposed to go. But
okay, well, cool.
But yeah.
So I believe when she says that, I'm like, oh, I've persuaded her.
So literally in this case, if someone dies without believing in any god, you don't like, you go to limbo. You get the bad ending. The evil gods, their underworlds or whatever are as bad and shitty as they are, but supposedly like you have a better life and then you pay for it in the afterlife. Versus like if you were a good person. But yeah, if you're a good person, you have no faith, you get sewn into the horrible wall. So too bad for you. Not having...
I don't think the Tabaxis aren't particularly religious. Like their whole background is like shit just sort of happens. I think they have a cat god. I think it's
yeah.
Huh, good times. Yeah,
that's right. Kellenborn runs the bus station of the afterlife. Exactly. Okay, so yeah, big heavy door. It doesn't appear to be locked by any traditional means. Like there's no keyhole, anything like that.
8, I think I need your help opening the door.
I cannot see to the other side of this thing, so I can't make the jump.
Yeah, there's an edge. Like if you get down, you can kind of like crawl out here, and then you can see that this section extends out to there.
That seems incredibly dangerous.
It does seem dangerous, yes.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I mean, I have a lantern in my bag. Do you want me to light it?
Yes, I want to see where I am jumping to.
Jewel will walk back here and she will pull out her lantern.
Okay. And what's the radius of light on a lantern?
It's a hooded lantern. It's like the normal. I don't actually know. It's a hooded lantern.
Hooded lantern
sucks. Bullseye light. That's the good.
It's 30-foot radius and then another 30 of dim light, so 60.
Wait, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that is. I can see so much now.
Yeah. So the hooded lantern, you take your lantern out and like hold it over his head, and there's this bright glow all around you. And now you
seeing
can
that
see.
she backs to the side slightly so that 8 doesn't run into her when he jumps.
So the idea is that 8's gonna make a little jump right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to run along the edge and make a jump?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to roll. You don't have to roll anything. This bridge is stable. You land on the other side.
Yeah, I just like casual jump 20 feet.
Yeah.
Right.
I pout a little bit because I was kind of hoping that they would all fall to their death.
Jewel is also pouting. Like, big door. It's heavy. I can't open it. I don't see a lock.
Pull.
You want to try and pull it open? Okay, make an athletics check. Yeah, athletics check. It's actually a push door, but that's fine.
Push.
Pulls it so hard.
Oof. Nope. It's too heavy. I mean, you can keep trying, but
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
I try and jam a crowbar in there and get some leverage once I open it a little bit for advantage. Yeah.
No, a crowbar won't help, unfortunately.
Can Jewel help?
Yes. Oh yeah. Jewel, you want to get in there and give him a hand?
Pushes on 8 while 8 is pushing on the door.
Buddy.
Leaves her claws in, and it's like
Nice. There you go. Okay, so between the two of you, you are able to push this door open. So the door opens, and beyond, you see a similarly shaped room. In this room, there is, let's see, there's a statue. Oh, okay, here we go. In the corners of the room, each corner of the room, there are suits of now long rusted plate armor, sized for a dwarf. They are without helmets. They stand in each of the corners of this 20-foot high room. The suits are draped in cobwebs. You can see at the edge of the room, there are dwarven runes etched into the wall.
Anyone speak Dwarven?
Nope.
No, dwarves are idiots.
The entire thing collapses on Mercaria. She dies.
I mean, I speak deep speech and infernal and draconic, but not dwarven.
Yeah, like I speak Undercommon and Abyssal, but not Dwarven.
I speak infernal and celestial.
For some reason, I speak common both here and in another plane. I guess it's just the same language for some reason.
Yeah.
I-
Languages are
Well,
weird.
yeah. I mean, there's common and there's undercommon, but there's no like realms common and Eberron common.
Yeah. I just
So Jules sort of looks around this room, looks at the like suits of armor and the wall, and she's like, "They're gonna come to life and murder us, aren't they?"
Yes. That
But
is
nobody
exactly-
can read those dwarven runes.
No.
Okay.
No,
I mean, what about the Black Viper?
I was actually just checking. Let me see if she can read dwarven.
Hey, whatever, Cosner or whatever
She-
your name was.
No, that's her friend. Her friend Bruce Wayne. What's funny actually is that Jewel, one thing that you know about that statue from the other room, his mom's name is Martha, and that's also the Black Viper's mom's name.
what?
So fucking stupid. So no, she also does not speak Dwarven or read Dwarven.
Because who the fuck cares about dwarves, man?
Wow,
They're just like
Makari.
burrowing underground like fucking earthworms. Like, no one gives a shit.
Lovely.
Who knew that Makari was such a dwarf racist?
He's awful.
Yeah,
I never-
wow.
I never picked
well-
my second language. I speak Dwarven. I never picked it.
Okay,
Now I'm-
fine, good. There you go. 8 realizes. 8 does the Keanu.
Suddenly realized.
Yeah, 8 does the Keanu, and it's like, whoa, I speak Dwarven.
Cool, because otherwise it's gonna be like, there's no point us going.
I'm
here.
actually fully as a dungeon master trick. I'm fully okay with this, with players just not assigning their language, and then the first time they encounter something, they're like, "Oh, no, I speak this." That's
Yeah.
totally a cool way to do it.
I should have
then-
done that because infernal and celestial are worthless.
I
Well,
mean,
especially when
sometimes
you-
you don't have a choice, but yeah, I think that's
playing
totally
a
fine.
campaign that you don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen in
Yeah.
it, and like the GM can't necessarily guide you either.
Yeah, I'm also fully okay with the GM being like, if you're having a hard time picking languages, Noel and Kobold might be useful for this adventure. But yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, that's right. 8's been practicing that Duolingo. Okay, so 8, you can't read it from here, but if you want to get into the room and take a closer look, you can.
Yeah, I'll get into the room and activate the animated armor. Sure. Whatever.
Okay, so you walk into the room and the armor does not animate and attack you.
Wow.
The dwarven runes carved into the back wall says, "A secret never before told will part Dumathoin's lips." Can you make a religion check?
This is someone on a plane I'm not from.
You could yell it, and I could see if I know anything.
I think dwarves.
try.
I think dwarves in Eberron still like this is the weird pan planar nature of the demi-human deities is that I think that they still like Corellon Larithian or whatever is worshipped by elves all over the place except Darksun because Darksun is cool and edgy. But yeah, if you want to make a religion check to recognize Dumathoin.
Yeah, I'd probably know. It's,
I heard of him. You do not. You do not know that name.
Are you gonna
secret-
yell it out to the cleric?
Yeah, I just say it out loud. I just like a secret never before told will part the lips of Doom. I don't know. Some person, probably the statue in the other room.
Doom a what now?
I forgot.
Doomathoin.
He say Doomathoin? Because unless he says it, I can't even see if I know anything about it.
I just forgot.
Yeah,
Forgot what the word
It's
was.
Doomathoin. Yep.
Okay, can I make a religion check?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
I'm not going to do much better, but I don't have. I get to 7. I don't have.
You don't
advantage on
recognize
that.
the name either.
He sounds like an idiot. Why don't you just
It's
tell him a
probably
secret?
Important to
8.
dwarves.
Anybody else who hears all this shouting who hasn't made a religion check can do so if they want.
No.
Wow, everybody
Nobody gives a shit
so
about.
bad. Hey!
So you heard about this at a show your parents put on.
Could have used that when I was jumping, but I'll take it now.
So you know that Doomathoin is the dwarven god of secrets. Dwarven god of secrets, who keeps and spreads secrets among the dwarves.
Do I figure out if the statue in the other room was doing
No, you
He
don't.
wears a mask. He keeps secrets. His own face is a secret. It's the god of secrets.
Doomathon, he's the dwarven god of
Yeah.
secrets. He keeps secrets. He's good at secrets.
Yeah,
Have we seen
a
him
secret never before told.
Have we seen him anywhere?
Well, why don't you just tell him a fucking secret?
Well, he's not in that room.
Yeah, he's
Maybe?
a god.
No, it couldn't have been that statue. That statue was super dwarf.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe he's in the other room. So I think Jewel gets on the wall and starts climbing across.
Scrambles the claw. Okay, all right.
What? So there was no Doomathoin in the room that they're in?
There's nobody in that room.
Oh, okay.
The room has empty armor.
Good. Right. Okay.
So Adam,
Yeah.
if I go across this bridge over here,
You can
does
just
it
walk.
collapse? Yeah,
You're
I was
fine.
gonna say, does it collapse?
Nope.
No.
It doesn't. So you
How bad is the plate on? Oh, it's for dwarves.
it's for dwarves. Yeah.
Can't put it on.
I suppose let's open this door.
What is this? Armor for dwarves? So what actually happens, Aid, is that it's not dwarf armor, it's just you're really far away from it. The room is an optical illusion. It takes you 20 minutes to get to the armor, but it's normal sized. All right. So on the other side, Jewel and Rin, you stand before a door locked or held or heavy in much the same way.
Is there a lock on it?
No, there's no physical lock, but it's like it's just enormous and heavy.
I guess.
All right, let's push it.
Push.
You want to try? Okay. All right. Rin and Jewel. Whoever has the highest athletics, go ahead and try it.
Yeah, because I've got 2. You've got 2 as well. All right, I'll just roll.
Okay.
Do it.
No.
Why do we not have the cleric up here with guidance? Why is that not?
Because I hate all of you.
She's 60 feet away at the bottom. Yeah, so 8, you want to come back out. These two are they're gonna hurt themselves trying to push this door open.
Yeah, I jump over the thing and then I go around the thing and I go here.
Okay, well, before you get there, you step out onto the bridge and this end of the bridge collapses.
Oh, for God's sake.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
No.
You can try, though?
Yes. I use the advantage. I don't want to fall in the hole.
Hey, you did it. Okay, all right. So you end up on this side when it collapses, but the front end of the bridge has now collapsed.
Yes, bridges. In case anybody's wondering, I weigh a total of 621.5 pounds.
Sick.
Wow.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. Big, thick
And
robot
8
boy.
weighs quite a lot as well.
Hey! All right. So you make it to the other side, and you want to go and try to push that door open?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll back up so A can get in.
Who is helping?
Push.
Jules gonna help? Okay, go ahead. Make an athletics check.
Hi-ya.
Nice. Okay, great. So you Chrome Viper just said in chat, I looked up things that weigh 600 pounds. The example was a large vending machine. Perfect. So you weigh, you weigh as much as like a big ass Coke machine.
That's pretty good. I'm like,
Yeah, don't push 8 over. He'll fall on you and you'll die. And then Fanta will come out. So 8, you step up to the door and you give it a shove with both hands. And as the door swings open to reveal a third chamber beyond, we will take our break here and we'll find out what's going on the inside when we return. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with lots more Dragon Heist. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Going into part 3. This episode is flying by, and also my face hurts from giggling. All right, let's see if we can get this third room squared away. Let's see what kind of dwarven superhero lives in this room. So this room's door, as with the others, slides open with the application of 8's big, muscly robot arms, and inside, you see the north, east, and south walls, so not the wall the door is on, right? The other 3 walls, they are 20 feet high and adorned with dust-covered frescoes depicting dwarf smiths at work in their forges. In the very middle of the room, there is a raised stone block upon which sits an anvil. So like a big old block in the middle of the room with an anvil on top of it. And I used a much too light color. Let me change that to like a darker gray. There we go. And then there are frescoes along this and that and this wall. Yeah.
Oh, that's convenient. I need to work some on my armor.
You just go lay on the forge, like, or on the anvil.
Yeah, just start hitting myself with some
bonk, bonk. Yeah, cool. You become flat.
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Do I want? I don't like when you say frescoes.
Right now we have frescophobia.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going in.
Okay. All right. The frescoes do not seem to be the ensorcellating type.
I am also going in.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you come into the room. So as I said, the whole place is like everything's covered in cobwebs and dust. The frescoes are of dwarven crafts folk, right? Making hammers and making swords. Yeah. And there's this
Why did a human noble? He didn't commission this vault. It predated. Oh, okay. I answered my own question.
Processing. Answer found.
Can I make a perception check at him for anything?
Yeah. So you want to examine this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, do it.
14.
Nice. Okay. All right. So on the stone block, kind of where you're standing, there is some kind of inscription. It's covered in dust. And are you just examining the stone, or is this? Do you take like time to like walk around the room?
I'm like taking a lap.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Makaria, everybody has disappeared into this room, and there's no one to pay attention to you anymore.
I sit down and do 10 minutes of casting augury for Lord of fucking Bones.
Oh yeah, you can totally do that. Okay, all right. So Rin, while you search the room, you notice on the fresco in the south wall, one of the hammers appears to be like separate from the rest of the fresco, like it was slotted into a hammer-shaped hole on the wall and can be removed from the fresco.
I love that. I don't know what it is about that trope. It's just
I know, right?
So I reach my hand out to this hammer and I like pull it out of the wall.
Okay, yeah. So now the fresco dwarf is holding an empty slot. It's a big heavy metal hammer. And now when you look at the hammer, if you turn it over, the side that was slotted into the wall has some dwarvish writing on it. There's also an inscription on the block in Dwarven, but you'd have to clear the dust to see it.
I hand it to 8 and I like dust away the other things so that he can read the Dwarven.
Reading.
Okay. On the back of it, it says, "Let hearts be lifted and battles won" in Dwarvish. And on when you blow away the dust or wipe it off, it says, "Let the hammer fall and the anvil ring," again in Dwarvish. So you can read that.
Well, that seems like clear instruction.
Clang.
Okay. So Jewel, while they're doing that, because that takes a few minutes, Jewel, I want to just catch up on what you're doing. So before we clang the hammer, where are you?
I mean, I think she's probably watching them. She'll probably step into the room, but like they seem to have it well in hand. So short of leaving this room and going back and whispering stuff at the totally Clark Kent in the first row,
right?
She'll probably just be with these two.
All right. So you strike the anvil, and it rings out this like beautiful bell tone that as it does, you can almost feel like the it's kind of the same magic as before. You can kind of feel the heat of the forge. You can feel the like sweat of hard work on your brow. You can feel the ache in your muscles of like crafting something beautiful. And as that washes over you, everybody in the room gains 10 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you feel invigorated.
I can do that.
What is this feeling of perspiration? I do not do not possess sweat glands.
Yeah, right. What is this human feeling you feel called stoked? I don't understand.
Was that the treasure?
That's all I could see.
Why would they make a... Why does this exist?
I'm still thinking that first fellow might have been the secrets guy.
Yes, that was my hypothesis also.
The question that I'm asking for my augury is like,
What's
if
a
we were to give a secret to the dwarven god of whatever.
Okay.
the statue?
So if you what? Help me understand. So
If we speak a secret, and because that's what like 8 said it out loud, right? Speak a secret to the dwarven god of blah blah blah.
Secrets,
Wheel, woe, blah blah blah, yada
okay.
yada.
All right. Wheel is the good one, right? Yes. It would be
Yes.
good. That would be good. Merkel's like skeleton thumbs up for you there if you do that one.
Okay, well when I see them like if I see them heading to the other like place, I'll be like, tell them the secret. Make it a good one.
Will do.
Yes.
Like walk. Oh, the bridge is all fucked.
Yeah,
up.
it's all fucked up now.
Dual climbs.
Okay.
I apologize.
Crap.
Yeah, you can still make an attempt at jumping. Like it's not all like ruined. I just drew lines through it so that we knew it was broken off.
Oh, okay.
You could try. It's gonna be tricky. How far? Like 8 you can definitely make it. It might.
Jewel, just
Rin,
go
I
to
don't
the
think you can make this jump. Like I don't think you're strong enough.
Not even with an athletics roll.
No, because there's a limit on long jump.
Well, don't you have a 50-foot rope? Just lower her down and she'll drop the other 10 feet. Like,
Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do then.
Yeah, okay. I'll jump out. I'll leave you my... No, wait, you should... I got it right.
No, here's what
Yeah.
you do. You get enough rope.
Lower
you get,
yourself
You get
down.
120 feet of rope, right? You tie a rope around your waist and around Rin's waist, and you both jump off opposite sides of the bridge at the same time. So it snaps right at the end.
Yeah, and Rin just like shoots up
And then Rin fires off into the ceiling.
just flats on the...
That's true. You'd have to jump. I bet you could do this with physics if somebody jumped first and you like timed it. But yeah, you can lower in most of the way to the floor with 50 feet of rope.
I'll just like hop off the end.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check, Ren, to see if you like. Because 10 feet is enough. You might be able to drop and roll and not take damage. So just like DC 10. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Yeah. So the last 10 feet, there's a little bit of like the pain in your shins, but you drop and roll onto the floor.
I go back up the staircase and then over to the other bridge.
Okay. Yeah. So you're back over here now. Makari, are you gonna go upstairs with her, or are you just pacing back and forth down below?
okay, so here's the thing. Merkel told me that it would be a good thing. So I feel like if it's good, I should do it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like as soon as I finished that, I went up the stairs and like went to the fucking end of the bridge and was like staring at it and kind of like gritting my teeth. Like, I got to do this thing. Merkel said I got to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you get there. You get back around the same time everybody else does then.
8. You're strong. And just, can you throw me over?
Possibly.
Just all the way. I don't want to deal with the
So
falling.
Makari, you're still gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw, but you'll have advantage if 8's gonna alley-oop you across.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have advantage any other way. I'll also guidance myself.
Guidance is for skill checks.
Isn't
This is a saving.
saving.
It's
Okay.
resistance is the
I have
saving throw.
resistance as well.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and roll with advantage, and then you get an extra d4 to add to your saving throw.
Okay. So advantage, it's a dexterity?
Yeah.
Let's fucking hope.
Oh no.
I'm going to die. So
fuck.
So much for fucking wheel.
I mean, you didn't ask what if I jump across the thing.
No. I fall and die. There's nothing I could add that would.
You take
I'm
26 damage.
I'm negative 10.
Macaria falls. You're not dead. You're just dying down at the bottom.
That's stupid.
Rain.
Yes. What?
She fell.
Okay.
You did a horrible job throwing me. All right.
I don't know what it is you want me to do about it, but all right.
Catch this. I'm gonna drop you like a healer's kit off the bridge.
All right, and I like go back down the stairs and all the way around.
Okay, all right.
And then that would have taken me more than a turn.
It would have taken you like one round. So Macaria, make a death save.
Don't roll one.
Okay, so it's one success.
All right, I'm gonna try and. I mean, you
so you just use the kit. Yeah. So you run down, you catch the kit as it's dropped from 8, and then you apply the use of it. And
this is the stupidest way to die.
Now Macaria is unconscious. Roll a d4.
Well, will you sleep for?
All right, an hour. In 60 minutes, you will wake up.
And be horribly embarrassed.
Yeah. Maybe we'll work out the puzzle by then.
I try and sort of pick you up and drag you with me here.
Just prop her up against the column somewhere.
Jewel kind of looks at everyone and she's like, I'm already here and I might be stuck on this side of this bridge forever. So I'm going to go figure out a secret that I've never told anyone.
Yeah, because you can go in there.
Okay.
Oh, close my ears.
I put Macaria up against this pillar here.
Okay. Drag Macaria all the way up the stairs.
Yeah, fuck it.
She weighs like with other gear like 180 pounds.
She has been an asshole
like
to
200
me, so
pounds.
I'm not being gentle about it. I'm just like
just dragging her upstairs. And then
I will summon my unseen servant to assist me in dragging her.
Okay. All right. The black viper just watches you drag Macaria up the stairs. All right. And then Jewel, you come into that room. What are you gonna do?
Kind of looks there for a minute and she's like, I'm still convinced that you're not the thing that I know about because you rolled a 1 and a 20 on these 2 checks. So she's very confused. And she looks and she's like, oh, okay. She needs to whisper a secret. So she's gonna go up to it and like dig into the recesses of her childhood memories.
Yeah. You walk up to Scarlett Johansson and you give her a hug and we see her lips moving, but we don't get to hear what the secret is. So what? Yeah. Do we? Does Jewel just like whisper something, or do we get to hear what she said?
I think Lauren doesn't know what the secret is yet.
Yeah,
but
okay.
It's probably about something that she did or did not feel that someone blamed her for, and she may or may not have pinned on someone else.
Mine would have been that I killed the cat that I said just wandered off.
Nice.
When I was a child.
Okay, so you like whisper a secret.
It's a good thing that you never reveal.
Just sort of stands back.
And nothing happens.
Well, fuck it.
Yeah, just like you look at old Fire Eyes and nothing happens.
She goes back out to the bridge. She's like, there's something else here that we haven't found yet.
Maybe the god of Dwarvish secrets is invisible and was in the room with the plaque about secrets.
But the problem is now I've told the secret. So
That's
the secret
right.
has been told.
Now you need a different secret.
I guess I'll have to do it then.
Okay. All right, Rin. So you leave Macaria unconscious over there. And then you can hop over this one. You're graceful enough. And then you want to make your way into this other room? Is that the plan, Rin?
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay. All right. So you get in there, and yeah, there's these kind of like ominous, cobwebby, very far away suits of armor. Yeah, you were standing in this empty room. What do you do?
I like kind of get into the middle of the room in the sort of like, stand in the center of the reverend space if such a thing exists. And I'm like, okay. Well, nobody else is around, so I secretly really miss that pompous wizard.
Nice. Okay, so when you say that, everyone can hear not the whispered secret, but you hear a grinding sound of stone scraping against stone. And on the floor, Rin, a circular part of the floor starts to, in little pie-shaped chunks, drop down and creates a staircase leading down into the floor ahead of you.
Aha!
And then you all hear, you hear Rin shout,
I run out and I'm like, there's a staircase! It worked!
Excellent.
Oh.
I guess we should grab Makaria.
I mean, you could take a short rest and Makaria would wake up.
True.
I think we should take a short rest, but we
All right.
we know they're coming, so we have a limited amount of time.
Done. Rest.
There
Do
was
it.
only one way up the staircase. We will use this as our defensive position.
Okay. All right. So you all head back over here where Makaria is. Everyone, including Makaria, can spend hit dice.
Oh, I can too.
You are allowed. Yeah, you can spend hit dice
right.
while you're unconscious.
Hit dice.
Okay, how many do I have?
You should have 4.
Easy money. How long-
And temporary hit points stack on top, right? So I could be at maximum and then have plus 10
Yeah. You apply and lose them. Yeah.
separately.
I'm on 56 health. Oh, it doesn't show it going off the side of the bar anymore. That was fun. I like that.
Yeah. You max out at the top. Okay.
Okay, that's how many I did.
Okay. All right. So, Makaria, you wake up in a different place than you were. The last thing you remember is a short fall and a sudden stop. You're sore, but because you're a D&D character, you're like made out of magic rubber and you're okay. Yeah. So you're
None
all,
of you will ever speak of this.
Speak of what?
And I look over at the Black Viper and I'm just like,
You mean the time you jumped and missed and fell to your death?
I will kill you, Rin. Don't think I won't.
You couldn't kill a puppy right now.
I could. Do you want me to try?
Show me a puppy.
Show me the puppy. I will kill it.
No.
Very Drax right now.
Maybe not right now. We found a stairwell.
Where is all the hordes of gold that are supposed to be in this stupid tomb?
Hopefully
Is it
at the
even
bottom
a
of the
tomb?
stairs.
Yeah,
Maybe down the secret staircase.
It's
we
a-
just don't know.
it's a vault of some kind. Yep.
It could be a tomb.
Yeah, it was almost the tomb for you. Yeah.
Which one was it? Across again?
It's the middle
Oh,
one. Yeah. And this is the safest one. It's all still very stable. You can all hop across.
Boop.
Yeah, go ahead and take yourselves there.
Can I hop across?
You can. Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay.
Take
Secret
me
staircase.
down the secret staircase.
Okay.
I wanna go first.
So who are you going
Staircase.
are you going first?
I'm not going first.
8?
I think 8 goes first.
8, then
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Okay, let me get everybody
Secret
moved down there.
Tunnel.
Thank you, Lauren.
No, I'm with you.
Secret tunnel. Okay, I can delete fake upstairs 8. Okay, all right. So all of you are descending these stairs, and you walk out into a hallway that leads left and right.
We're down here now.
Yeah, you're down. Sorry, yes, everybody. You're all down over here now. And yeah, there's a hallway. It leads to the left and to the right from where you are. And
Okay. I walk this way
okay. All right. That sounds
and a
good.
bit more. And another around the corner.
Okay. All right.
And I see another corner.
Well, what about the other way? Why do we just assume it's that way?
Do you want to spend 10 minutes to ask your friend?
I like look either direction down the hallway. Is there any like sigils on the wall or whatever?
Just flat stone walls.
Yeah, what if I come into here? I can only see.
Yeah, so you can hear more than you can. Here, let me reset your sight altogether. That might help.
Yeah, not sure what's going on.
So it should be dark now. You should be able to see nothing. Okay, let me try again. So now you have 40, 20, and a 90-degree angle. Let's see.
No, I can still only see 20.
I wonder if I double it, if that'll just do it. I wonder why you only have half normal vision. Let's see if I go 80, 40 for you. How's that?
Yeah, that looks
Okay.
like I've got
There you
40
go.
feet.
I don't know. I don't know what I did here. So, yeah, because it's the way, for people who are asking, the way that the lighting works in this is it gives us how much the total light radius is, and then where the dim light starts. So for some reason, there's some kind of like, yeah, some kind of bug. But anyway, so you see a pillar. So here's the thing. This room, though deep underground, is lit in places by streams of sunlight coming down from above, which shouldn't be, right? And they catch motes of dust in their luminous columns. You can see before you an ornate column supporting a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling adorned with carvings of dwarves basking in the presence of their gods. Deep alcoves line the walls. So you can see these like big kind of empty alcove up here. You can hear the sounds of your footsteps as you walk echoing off of this chamber. It's much... yeah, it's much bigger than it appears. Yeah, it might also be that the map is, if you look, the squares on the map are different than usual, so it might be just the scale is off. Yeah, so you walked into the vault basically.
Oh.
Yeah, it's totally the lighting is based on the map. And as you come around the corner, out of the dusty gloom, you hear a sound somewhere off in this direction.
Skeletons.
You hear I guess like a clicking sound. You hear a click, and you can hear a faint kind of whispering sound, like a curtain being drawn across the floor.
It's a lich.
Something is coming.
It's a skeleton wearing a dress.
It is not a
Okay,
skeleton wearing a dress.
I get out my bow and I ready an action, and whatever it is, as it comes around, I'm gonna shoot it with an arrow.
It is I, the benevolent gold man.
So okay, so here's what you see. You see.
What is it?
Let's see. This guy.
Yeah, shoot him.
Okay, fine. Go ahead and roll.
God damn it.
I mean,
He was holding his action to shoot, so yeah, go ahead.
Oh shit.
You're seriously gonna kill this like immortal fucking dwarf dude.
So
Who is this
So
dude?
out of the dusty gloom steps an aged dwarf, clutching a staff carved and painted to resemble a pair of entwined dragons, one red, one gold. Despite the dwarf's age, his eyes are steady and bright. He begins opening his mouth.
We're fucked. We're fucked.
He begins opening his mouth to say something before he is struck with an arrow, and he's like, "Huh!" And he like there's this arrow sticking out of him, and he looks at you. And he like gasps in pain. What do you say? Does anybody say or do anything before we roll initiative?
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
Oh my god! Okay, so you deal.
We thought you were something a lot scarier.
Okay, so you would like to be like, oh my god, sorry, like we didn't mean to shoot you.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Wait, do I have? No,
Is anybody like 8? Do you drop your weapon and you're like, I'm sorry, or are you just like getting another arrow ready?
I think Jules will be like, 8, don't shoot him.
Yeah, as Rin like starts to say things instead of going for it, I go. I'm gonna just throw.
I really want to say 8, no shoot him, but I'm not going to.
No.
I rolled like 7 times this game.
Oh, buddy. All right.
Oh man.
Roll
God.
initiative, please, everyone.
Oh Jesus, this is how we fucking die right
Oh.
here.
Okay.
This is how it happens.
Okay, just go ahead and.
Oh, what is this? Fine.
All right.
It's fine. It'll be fine. He's only old man. Okay, old man.
Okay.
I bet you this guy's like the dwarven god of fucking your face in or something.
Yeah, make a religion check. He's the dwarven god. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I bet you he's. I mean, how long has he been down here? How long has it been since this?
You could
What
have.
has he been eating?
You could have asked.
Fucking know.
You could have asked him any of these things before 8 shot him in the chest. All right, hang on. I gotta roll.
He readied his action.
So this time, the black viper, she draws her rapier as she sees that shit is going down. So I'll roll for her. Oh, she's so fast. Okay.
So fast.
So let me add a turn for her. Okay. All right. So
I'm pretty sure we're
boy.
dead as shit.
This is a mess. Okay. So she shouts to you. She's like, I guess she looks at everyone like, I guess this is happening, and she points and she says, all of you attack head on, all flank, and she runs towards the shadows. So she's gonna move and she's gonna take the hide action in an attempt to flank your foe. So let's see. She rolls a 16 on her stealth. Okay. All right. So the Black Viper becomes ninja mode. All right. Jewel, it is your turn.
I mean, she stole my move.
Right? You're like, damn it, that's shit. Niche protection.
Oh god, Jewel is still maybe we should convince him to still not kill us, but it clearly isn't effective.
Oh man, who cares? Kill him. Easy. He's got 2 hit points left.
I'm sure. Yeah. She's gonna snuff out her lantern because you can't hide when you're holding the lantern. And I guess she's just gonna leave it on the ground because she doesn't need it. And then is that an action? Do you want me to spend an action doing that?
Sorry, I was trying to figure out my own
snuffing out
shit.
the lantern and just dropping it. She's not gonna worry about it.
Okay, I mean you can just drop it and it'll probably break, but that'll turn it out.
She doesn't want to break it, so I'll take it.
If you want to take an action, you set it down.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Fine. So she does that, and then as her bonus action,
are you turning it off?
Yeah, she's turning it off.
Okay, so what's your normal dark vision?
It's dark vision, so I think it's 6.
And actually,
because she turns it off,
because the map is weird. Oh, there you go. There's your actual dark vision.
She can't hide yet, but she's gonna bonus action. She's gonna dash.
Okay.
Wait, actually, let me.
You still have a move.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you can move and you have your bonus action.
Whoops. Forgot about that.
This is some classic D&D.
Yeah. Move action. I'm going to move 30 feet.
I seem to remember Rin shooting, or Ishi shooting some old ladies with a crossbow not too long ago.
Gonna go over here.
This is a classic snaggletooth maneuver.
Those old
and then
okay, so
she's gonna get behind this pillar and she's gonna hide.
Right. Bonus action, hide. Go ahead and make your stealth roll. Nice.
Yeah. Who's stealthier, her or the Viper?
It's her. Technically you are stealthier. Okay. All right. So you're done with your turn, Jewel. Makaria, it's your turn.
So I haven't even seen whatever it was that was shot at, and they haven't seen or said or heard anything or said anything.
No, they're surprised. Or they got shot in the chest and they're like, what's going on?
Okay. I would like to move 5, 10. I can see it now. Can I fucking try and figure out the fuck this thing is that we're gonna murder?
You can make a perception check.
Yeah, I want to make a perception check before I do anything, because maybe I don't know what it is. And we're just going all murdering. What's this guy? Who's this dwarf?
On a 16, he doesn't look like any dwarf you've ever seen. He's old, and he has like I said, hair the color of spun gold, skin the color of bronze. He looks like an ancient dwarf, and as you said, what's he doing down here? What the hell?
Like an ancient dragon.
There's something.
This guy looks like he's made of the shit that we're trying to.
Oh my god! It's actually a dragon.
What did I call it?
So okay, that was your turn. So Makaria, you moved. You used perception.
I took a glimpse, and
you can still move if you haven't finished your move.
I haven't finished my move.
Oh, God, we're so good.
I'm gonna tap 8 on the shoulder and be like, "Good luck, buddy."
And then what?
And then step back.
Okay. All right. So on his turn, Barock Clanghammer takes on his true form, which is that of an enormous gold dragon.
Oh, mother!
So yeah, the dwarf like clutches his staff and roars and suddenly becomes this enormous, terrifically sized, shimmering dragon made of gold. Okay.
Guys,
so,
we gotta hoist him!
You quickly lift him. So that changing back into his draconic form, it is an action. So he takes that action, and he's gonna move, and he will move. He'll move out here. And so yeah, he puts it like 2 claws up on the one on the pillar and one thing, and like storms out and like roars in anger at the group of you. Rin, it is your turn.
Can I make a diploma like a?
You already failed a persuasion check. Like, we're sorry.
This is why I hate D&D.
Let's see. Yeah, that's right.
90% of it leads to murder of someone.
He's huge, so he's 3x3. I got him right on the spot there.
Animal handling. I guess I just do something else.
Yeah, this is not prepared. I wonder. So here's. God damn.
What do you say to this enormous gold dragon so that
you're not so impressive?
Okay, all right. So you mock him mockingly. So let's roll a wisdom save for him here. He gets a 25 on his wisdom save.
Okay, well nothing happens then.
Okay, all right. He is unmocked. 8, it's your turn.
Fucking kill him.
You're gonna charge him with your sword.
This is a pretty good way to go out.
I'm pretty happy about this, yes.
Epilogue is the castle and just showing up and just finding our corpses.
Do I hit?
You do hit him. Yep, you hit him with your sword.
Kill you.
Okay.
Kill your ass.
All right, you deal 15 damage. You run up and slam your sword, your long sword, into the dragon.
Unwavering mark him.
Okay, all right.
I feel like I should go get some reference books, like leaf through for the new whatever.
Yeah, right, exactly. Everybody get your new characters ready. All right, so 8, you charge forward, you make your attack. Anything else this turn?
I'm going to attack again.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, 8. Get him.
That probably misses.
A 16 is a miss, yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is...
Okay, all right.
Wait, if he's huge, that means I can't shove him. Well, that's
right,
yeah.
Get out of here, dragon! Smash him with your shield. Okay. Yeah. So that's the end of your turn. Yeah. Okay. He's gonna whip you with his tail. So his tail comes snapping out towards you.
Don't do that.
I got a 33 to hit you.
What the fuck?
You take 19 bludgeoning damage.
I mean, it's a dragon.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you take you take some bludgeoning damage. Hold on, I gotta set his tail reach because it's huge. Let's see. Okay, all right. So yeah, his tail snaps out, slams you in the chest, and that's the end of your turn. The Black Viper is positioning herself for the sneak attack.
Maybe the Black Viper will win it for us. Maybe she's real good.
I don't.
No, this is an adult dragon. It's like on like 250 health.
Yep. Okay, so that's her turn. Jewel, it's your turn.
I think Jewel watches all of this, and I think she's like, "Fuck this! I'm probably out." Like,
Yeah.
I think she's gonna run away.
Okay, you're gonna flee. Like, we're getting out of here.
Yeah, but I think she also kind of wants to know what else is down here.
Okay.
And it doesn't necessarily know she's here. So she's
you could we're distracting or whatever.
yeah, she's gonna scuttle around
Okay.
like this direction. Like I think
So just take one move action at a time, and I'll tell you if you see
okay,
anything.
so I think she's gonna take the long way. Like she's gonna go over here.
Okay, go ahead.
First. I think she ends up here.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
Right.
she's
Okay. Right,
and
so
then I use
two empty alcoves.
Cool, not interesting. Second move action.
Okay.
We'll go. She takes like the slightly longer way, so she's gonna go this way.
Okay.
And she's like, that looks like a terrible idea. And
down here in this alcove, when you come around the corner, you see the most gold you have ever seen in one place at a time. There is a massive pile of gold, thousands and thousands of gold dragons piled in the alcove.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna use her feline agility. And take that last little amount of speed she needs to get up to the gold.
Okay. All right. Good.
That's it. She's like, I found it.
All right. So at the end of your turn, I'm going to use the second of the Dragon Protector's legendary actions to make a wisdom check to see if they notice any of the stealth. Okay. So I got a 29. He immediately sees both you and the Black Viper. And he turns his head and he sees you, and snarls like fire billowing from his teeth. And he says, "Thieves!" And he sees you like standing by the gold.
You're not wrong.
Makaria, it's your turn.
Okay. So I really want to know, this is a dragon.
Yes.
Dragons are hard.
Yeah.
I am going to cast augury. Like not as a ritual, but actually cast it. And I'm going to ask Merkel if today is the day I die.
But hold on. I think that augury is still casting time is a minute. So that's still 10 rounds.
I mean, okay, well then I'll back up, man.
Okay. And just start casting augury. Okay. All right. Let me
it's okay. Like, do I go for it? Do I not? Like, if my God wants me to die today, then I'll fucking die today. But like, otherwise.
Okay.
Give me buff. Bless me.
All right.
I'm going to 1v1.
You're going to die, dude.
No, I'm going to 1v1.
Yep. Okay. All right. So Makaria falls back and just starts praying.
Well, yes. Actually, yes.
Okay. All right. So it's a minute, which is 10 rounds. Okay. So Barok Clanghammer. At the end of your turn, Makaria, he's using his last legendary action. He's going to whip his tail out at Esvel, at the Black Viper. So let me do another tail attack.
Not at Esvel. Esvel is her friend.
That's right. You're right. All right. 27, which is a hit for 13 damage. All right. So she like shrieks in pain as the tail snaps out, like slams her back into the pillar, and she's all stunned. And then it's his turn. So I think he's turned now to kind of like face this way because he sees someone like trying to steal the gold. So he gets some attacks. So he uses frightful presence. So everyone that is aware of the dragon and can see it, which is everybody except Makaria.
Yeah, I can't see it. There's a wall.
Yeah. So everybody needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Hell yeah.
I'm a scaredy cat.
Okay.
You still failed. I bet you still failed.
Oh, I got to roll for her. Okay, hold on. Wisdom save for the Black Viper. Okay, everybody failed. You are all frightened of the. You are all frightened of the dragon.
No, I'm not frightened.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you are. You feel a deep and powerful fear well up within you. So everybody takes the frightened condition. It lasts for 1 minute, but remember to make saving throws at the end of your turn. And I will add, otherwise I'll add the timer for Scared of Dragon. And frightened means that you...
Disadvantage on ability checks
Yeah.
and attack rolls.
Yes, yeah.
You have to try and move away.
And
from
you
it.
can't. No, you don't have to move away. You just can't get closer to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, it's marked by you, right? 8. So what does that work? What does that do when he attacks something else?
Holy shit, he's actually going to do it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because he's gonna try to chew through the Black Viper and then go after Jewel.
Disadvantage on any attack roll that doesn't target me.
Okay. All right. So disadvantage against the Black Viper. He gets 3 attacks. So a bite at disadvantage. Gets a 15. This is a miss. And then 2 claw attacks. The first of which is also a 15. And the second attack, which is a 21 and hits.
Would cutting words stop it from being a hit?
I got a 21. You don't know what her armor
I don't
class
know what her
is.
armor class is. So 15
She's
is
a
a miss.
rouge.
A 15 is a miss, so if I roll a 6, it'll be a 15. So fuck it, cutting words. So why not? I'm
Okay.
gonna try and save the.
You say, fuck you, dragon.
Try and save the Black Viper and be like, over here, you big gold thing. I did
The
not-
longer the Viper stays alive, the better chance Jewel has of getting out of here.
Oh, he's cutting words only a D. No, it is a D6. Yeah.
It is a D6. It's your bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah.
You got this, I believe. In you.
No. Okay.
Nope.
So she takes the 15 damage. And he's swiping and like 8, you're hitting him, right? To try to get his attention. So he keeps trying to like throw you off and he swings down with the claws. 1 hit gets through and slashes the Black Viper. Okay. All right. Rin, it is your turn. You can't get any closer to the dragon.
I think it is time to initiate plan. Holy fuck, this is way above my pay grade. And cast invisibility on myself and fuck off.
Okay. All right. So you turn invisible and now you can move.
Yeah. And then I run back towards where the stairs are.
You big dumb iguana. Okay, yeah, go ahead and move yourself.
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, so you're running off.
So I can't see
No,
that.
you just see
fucking
you
off.
see
Okay.
Rin disappear.
Got it.
8. It is your turn.
I'm
Okay.
Team Mom, but I'm not Team Mom enough for this shit.
I make a special melee attack against the marked creature as a bonus action on my turn.
Okay,
I have advantage on the attack.
nice. Do it.
Hi-ya.
Survey says 21. You hit.
+2 because I get extra damage on it.
Nice.
On
Okay.
mob.
So he takes 15 damage.
And I hit him again.
Okay.
You only need like another
Yeah.
20,
Okay,
30.
but that one has disadvantage, right? Because you're afraid.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'm
right.
rolling.
The first one was a normal
The
roll.
non-special one.
Yeah. So that's a straight attack because of your fear. So that first one was a miss, and then the second one you
Fuck.
got to roll. You got to roll again.
Yeah.
This
On the
is
second
stupid.
one.
I hate it.
You still hit even with disadvantage.
Yes.
So the second one is a hit for 12.
Oh, I wanted the 15.
Well, all right, 8. So you're hacking away at him. One of the hits lands. Is that your turn?
I'm going to use second wind.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and roll your hit points, and then he's gonna swing his tail at you.
Nice.
Okay. And then the tail swings in, and because it's against you, it's not just disadvantage. It's just regular. You take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Did he hit me?
He got a 22.
Shit.
All right.
16
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think I made the right call here.
so the black viper will get to do she'll get to do her sneak attack because she has
yeah, I'm going to get on frightened.
oh, hold on, but she has disadvantage. She doesn't get sneak attack, so she'll just get her. Oh yeah, don't forget to make your save. Rin, you get one too at the end of your turn.
Right. I need a nat 20 to get it, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay. So, you know what? Actually, she's like, fuck this. I'm not fighting a dragon. I'm scared. She's going to use her bonus action to disengage, and then she's going to move as far away as she can. She's going to do a move action and a move action. Okay, so Julie, you see her run by, and she looks at you right as she runs by, and she's like, the gold's not worth it. Let's get out of here. And she goes to run. Jewel, it is your turn.
Jill doesn't actually care that much about gold. Like, this isn't a pile of random crap. Like, what am I gonna do with that?
You're like, it's all the same item over and
She's like,
over.
Maybe she like, yeah, she's gonna dash and run and run.
Yeah. Okay.
Her turn.
Sure.
So, she knew where the other hallway was, so she's gonna move. I think 1, 2. So that's 15.
Okay.
And then she's gonna go this direction because she's concerned that down is just not out. So another 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then that's 30 feet. She still hasn't found an exit yet, so she's gonna go down.
Okay. All right. So you just keep moving that way. All right. Makaria, you're just casting your spell.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Does my god want me to die today? Like, that's a good question to ask, honestly.
Okay.
Sorry.
So at the end of Jules' turn, he's just gonna keep making tail attacks on 8. So at the end of Jules' turn, he gets a tail attack. I rolled an 18, which I think is a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. And then a second tail attack at the end of Makaria's turn, and I got a 20.
That's a hit.
It's a 20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh wow.
And then it's his turn, and he turns around, and he takes a swing at you with his claw. So first claw attack, 19.
Oh, my stupid armor.
So it does 14 slashing damage, but he does non-lethal damage if he kills you.
Ow.
Yeah, so he just slaps you with his claw, and you get knocked to the floor, and you are knocked unconscious.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have a tongue though, or a mouth, so it doesn't do that.
So you're knocked out. Okay. And then he's gonna turn. So that was his attack action. So he's gonna turn. He's gonna go looking for the other ones. So he's gonna go.
Oh god, we have a Jurassic Park moment. Just like giant eyeball.
So what's his movement rate? He can move. I just moved him 40. Yeah, he moves 40 feet. Okay. All right. So he's just like stalking through the thing, looking for you, like peering around the columns, like snarling. And he says like, "Come out, thieves!" And Rin, it is your turn.
I keep moving towards the staircase.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
3. Up the stairs.
Okay, I will move you back up the stairs.
Still, his
Okay.
vision's based on movement.
All right, you're up here with fake 8.
Fuck!
Okay, do you know where the upstairs is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you do your full move. You get up to the top of the stairs. 8, you're unconscious. The blank.
Oh, I didn't save.
Do I need to make the save?
Which save? The fear save?
Dead save?
No. I mean, you can keep making it in case you wake up, but yeah.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, and don't forget, at the end of your turn, make that save just in case. Okay. So the Black Viper runs out this way, and she runs towards you, Jewel, and the dragon, he turns and he sees her, and he says, "Ah, there you are," and turns, and she like runs up to you and then runs past you. Like, we gotta go. All right, let me roll for her again. Okay, she does not save. Jewel, it's your turn.
Now he knows where we are. Yeah, she's gonna trifecta of movement. She's like, I can't not lie. I am a thief. That is her very nature. She's like very tempted to talk to it, but that arrow was not a good start, and she's a little worried about 8.
I'm worried about 8 too, but I just assume he's been dismembered by now.
Yeah, she's just gonna go to the stairs. I think she gets it all the way there.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and move. Okay, make your save.
No.
Okay. All right. Makaria, you are still praying. Okay. All right. So, buddy, Let's see. He has to squeeze through here, so it's like difficult for him, and he ends up here, and he's gonna attack the Black Viper. So he gets his regular attacks. So claw, which is a hit for 13. His character sheet is so big. Okay. All right, and then claw, which is a hit for 12, and then bite, which is a hit for 19. Okay, she's still going. She's still fighting. All right, Rin, your turn.
I guess I'm going towards the exit.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. So move as far as you want to move, and then make your save.
okay. I can get to like there, and then I'll make my save.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So you were still frightened. I'm just moving some shit around. Okay. All right. So good. That's you. Yeah, you're unconscious. Okay. Cool. All right. So you continue, and he's gonna get at the end of Rin and 8's turn. He's gonna get to tail attack the Black Viper a couple of times.
Run faster!
She's trying. So she's running. She gets clawed in the back. She screams in pain. The tail snaps out after her. It gets her. So down she goes.
Oh, her money.
So non-lethal damage for her too. And she goes down to 0, and she drops to the floor. Thump.
This is your chance, Jewel. Grab whatever magic sword she has and get out of there.
All right, Jewel, it's your turn.
So Jewel like perches on the stairs, and she has this moment. She's like, I don't know where anyone is.
Yeah.
I do have a strong sense of self-preservation, but she thinks she might be able to get away from the dragon and like yell at it from here.
Yeah, what do
So
you
she's gonna get. She's for her action. I still have my bonus and my move for to get up the stairs. She's gonna yell down the hallway. She's gonna be like, "We were here for the gold, but not because we wanted it, but because it belongs to the city of Waterdeep. We're here to return it on their behalf, and other people who are actually trying to steal it are coming.
Okay, all right.
Maybe kill them instead."
Make a persuade check.
If I had inspiration, I would.
Isn't that
Someone else-
deception?
someone else
Isn't
can-
that a lie?
Well,
it's not.
This is the question, right, Jewel? Are you here to get this gold back for the people of Waterdeep?
That's part of it. I mean, they want to keep some of it. I'll roll either one. Like I don't mind.
I mean,
but-
it's up to you, right? You know the truth of what you're saying. So are you lying to the dragon or not?
I think Jewel wants a cut of the money, but she has no desire for all of it.
Right. The expectation is you will also be rewarded for doing this, but that's part of the. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna get a reward, but the money will not be hers. Like she knows that the cops are after them. She knows they can't keep it. Like she is not under any illusion that she will get to walk away with all of this gold.
Okay. Make a persuade check.
Ironically, it would have probably been better for her.
If you have inspiration, you can spend it. If somebody else wants to give you their inspiration, they can.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't have any, or I would have used it for mine.
Okay.
Ironically, it would be better if she was lying, but she's actually not going to lie.
Yeah, right. Oh, that was almost the 19. Okay.
I saw it too. It was almost a 19.
Yeah. So the dragon, he snarls. He's like, lies, thieves, and liars.
All right. Well, when the Castellaners show up, try and kill them. She's gonna use the rest of her movement to get up.
Later, nerd. Okay, so you run up the stairs. Let me move you up there. That's
she gets
like
the 60 feet with her.
Yeah. Okay, and then you get another 30 feet, so you can get to there.
Oh God, where am I?
Sorry, you're up. Just scroll up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, cool. Macaria, you continue to pray. The dragon squeezes himself into the hallway and like ends his turn here, like snarling and looking for people. Now you're praying, Macaria, but you can hear this dragon like coming down this hallway.
Yeah. I'm not like magically afraid of it,
Yeah.
and I haven't done anything to it.
Yeah.
But God, how much more time do I have? Like a while on my
like 7
prayer.
rounds still.
I just because I feel like that is the question, right? Is like H is fired, but is today the day that like Merkel? She's not going to just like drop it and run. Like
that's fine.
death is not
it's
something.
it's not your turn. It's not your turn
but
anyway. I just want to let you know you hear it coming. So Rin, what do you want to do?
I mean, I just gotta keep legging it. I think I'm just trying to decide whether or not I want to hop off the side of the.
Oh Jesus!
bridge.
And fall 60 feet.
I could take 3d6 damage.
66.
Oh, I can take 66.
I could fall in. It'll be fine.
But I don't think I want.
Yeah,
to.
right. Like, is Rin so scared that she would jump and drop 6 stories?
She is magically afraid.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm going to the end of the bridge.
Let me check and see. Hold on. Let me check with frightened.
Like,
So the source of your fear is no longer within line of sight, so you don't have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay.
So you're still scared, but you don't have to make a roll to jump. Okay. All right. So you get across.
I do.
Okay.
That's as far as I can go.
All right. And then 8, you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Black Viper's unconscious. Jewel, it's your turn.
I don't know why I'm bothering to roll that. I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, she's gonna outrun Rin real fast here.
Okay.
She's like, I tried. She shrugs and she goes the 90 feet that she can go.
Okay.
So
Damn you and your fast cat movement.
somewhere, wherever that ends up putting her.
I believe it's here.
I lost track of the squares. Cool. She ends up in here.
Okay. So you
Is Rin out of her way? Because she would 100% run into her.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. You get here, you bump into something. Make a DC 10 dexterity save. This isn't like you get knocked off, but
Fall off the bridge.
Yeah, because I guess I'm invisible.
yeah, you bump and you stagger forward. You realize you bumped into something invisible. Rin, do you say anything?
We can watch it. Come on, let's get out of here.
You're invisible.
Watch it, a-hole. Okay, so Jewel, you get to the end here. You turn around the corner, and we have a Han and the Stormtroopers moment.
Oh fuck!
Up at the other end, you see a tiefling in a top hat and a group of a half dozen black cloaked individuals. You see them, they see you, and one of them, the man in the top hat, points, and he's like, "That's one of them. Get her!" And I will roll initiative for them.
I'm so glad I'm invisible.
Jules is that thing where animals on hardwood floors screech to stop, clatter slightly, and wants to turn around.
Okay, so let me roll. So that was the fanatics, and then this is the regular cultists, and then our boy Willifort Crowell.
Yes, Willifort.
Old Willifort Crowell. Okay.
I'm gonna name my next character Willifort.
Well, they were all in a little corridor, aren't they, as well?
Let's see, 10, so 12,
Dragon
10,
slow.
and then Willifort.
That'd be sick.
Okay, all right, great. So that was Jewel. Willifort gets to go. So he, let's see, he is not carrying a missile weapon or anything, so he's gonna hold his action. Meanwhile, back downstairs. Jesus, my screen is getting so complicated. Okay, so meanwhile, downstairs, Makaria, you are praying. You hear the dragon coming. You can move while you pray. You can still take the move action. Yeah, you can still take the move action.
If I hear the dragon coming, and I can pinpoint that it's coming this way, I think I'm just gonna duck behind here.
Okay, so you can't take the hide action, but you can.
I'm just ducking, not
really praying in the corner. Okay, all right. So Makaria, you continue your spell. It will take 5 more rounds, I think, 6 more rounds. And then upstairs, as ordered, the cultists rush towards Jewel. So they have a movement of 30. So they're like, and they start running towards you. Okay, 25. So cultist.
Damn it.
60 feet will get them there. Okay, so 3 of them start running forward. They're drawing, what do they have? Ritual daggers? Oh, scimitars, of course. So they draw scimitars, and one of them is like, for Asmodeus! And they like run off towards you.
Fuck.
Yeah, they run off towards you, shrieking battle cries in Infernal. And then the cult fanatics get to go.
I speak Infernal.
You do, so you understand their horrific prayers. So let's see. I think all 3 of them are going to conjure sacred flames and hurl them in your direction. So let's see, what's the range on that? 60 feet for sacred flame? Let's see. It is 60 feet. Okay, so can you make 3 dexterity saves for me, Jewel? DC 13 or DC 11 dexterity saves. Okay.
Miss.
All right. Good. So you take 3 damage, 3 radiant damage.
Cool. Fucking
Another let's see, what is it for Sacred Flame D8?
And a nat 20.
Okay, all right. So you take 3 from the first one and 5 from the second one. The searing flames of hell burn at your flesh.
Cool. Take some of that beautiful temp HP that I got.
Mm-hmm. So meanwhile, downstairs, the dragon, Barrock Clanghammer, is going to get... he could just take 2 move actions, but instead he's going to use his action to shapeshift back into dwarf form so that he's not fucking crowding up this hallway. So he shifts back into dwarf form, which shrinks him back down to a normal size. And then he moves 40 feet up the hallway. Cool. So move. And that's it. Okay. All right. Rin, it is your turn. You see cultists attacking Jewel.
I'm feeling like more and more this jumping off the edge thing. Is like
You just fall backwards off the edge.
Like Spider-Man off the edge.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I'm feeling like more and more that's the best plan. Because I can't get through the cultists because they're crowding up the space.
Good luck, Jewel. Bye.
And if I go over there, then that's it. I'm off. I'm off the edge.
Okay. All right. So you fall.
Blackstaff, catch me!
You fall. You take 22 damage.
All right, I'm good.
Okay. So roll your concentration check.
Okay. That's just a con save, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you're not invisible anymore, and you're prone. Now it only took
cast invisibility.
It only took you 5 feet of movement to fall off the edge. So you still have 25 feet of movement.
And an action.
And an action. So you cast. Hold on, I'm gonna put you where you are. So you're down over here now. Sorry to drag everybody. You're down over here now. You cast invisibility again while you're lying on the floor.
I'm like lying on my back, just the dust up into the air, invisible again. And then I get up and.
Okay, so getting up costs 15. You have 5 feet of movement.
I move 5 feet this way.
Perfect. All right, good. Rin just bails off the edge, is visible for part of a turn, and then reappears. All right, 8. You can make your save. Also, Rin, at the end of your turn, make your save. Such a shit show. All right, Black Viper's unconscious.
This is by far the best possible goal.
You're not afraid anymore. You're just unconscious. Okay. All right. So, Jewel, you've got cultists. What are you gonna do?
Today is a really crappy day.
Right? You're all scorched by fire.
Jewel, just climb the walls.
I mean, I think this is she kind of wants to lead them to the dragon because she feels like then they'll maybe stop aggroing her. So I think she's gonna. Oh God, she could.
Oh my God! Yeah, kite the baddies into the other baddie.
I would like to point out that a gold dragon is lawful good. So let's not talk about bad guys for right now.
Yeah, no. But she's like, the back that way is the dragon, and in front of me is cultists. Either way, her first action is to disengage because she's not gonna fucking try and fight them.
Disengage action, great.
And then she's gonna move away from them rather than try and. Oh God, is it faster? Because she can't really get through them.
Right. I mean, you can. Like, you just can't go. You could go like here and then here, and that way. Like they don't like you just can't go right directly through another token.
Right.
So you
If
can
I
kind of
disengage,
juke them and
no one
disengage.
can hit
No
me
one
with
can
melee
hit you.
attacks.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you've already used your tabaxi movement, so you can disengage and then move twice.
Yeah.
You can move 60 feet.
Which would get me almost to the stairs, right?
Yeah.
That might be a better move than trying to jump down 60 feet or jump them.
Yeah. How many hit points do you have?
You know, I've got 25 exactly with the temporary hit points. She does it. She points. She's like, the gold's down that way. I don't want it.
Okay, and then what do you do?
And then I would disengage and I'm going to run through them because it seems slightly safer than trying to go through the wall. So
okay, so you can get 60 feet because you have 2 moves.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
you can get right up in front of Willifort there.
Oh god,
Like
they're
there.
all the way down there.
Yep.
Yeah, she does that.
Okay.
Fuck it.
So you're just running for the door, and we see Willifort standing there as you run towards him, and he like takes his hat off and he hands it to the other fanatic and like gets his fists up as you run towards him. Okay. All right. It is his turn. He punches you in the face.
It's fine.
What's your armor class?
14.
He gets a 23. You take 9 bludgeoning damage on the first attack.
Shit.
So he just gets up and he's just like, right then, whap, and punches you in the mouth. Takes another swing, gets a 19 and hits you for 7.
Take her down.
Willifort's got them fisticuffs.
Yeah, not so fast. Just 1-2 punches you right in the mouth as you run up there.
He does so much damage with his fists.
Yeah, how did who knows? So meanwhile, downstairs, Makaria
He's a
still
doppelganger.
praying,
I'm just like,
praying desperately. Okay. Meanwhile, back upstairs, the cult fanatics, I guess the cultists, they turn back around and they're like, "What?" Okay, and they run back the other way to try to get at you.
Oh well.
So they're all
climb
just
down the wall.
they're all just gonna
Do that.
move. They're gonna move for their whole turn. Okay. And then the other cultists will. This guy's gonna go all the way around his friends.
I couldn't climb down. We've clarified that there wasn't a
That's right.
straight shot down the wall
They're arched
because
so.
they were arched. Like I already
Okay.
knew that she couldn't climb.
So you are surrounded by cultists and fanatics. 2 of the fanatics get to attack. So they will. They'll attack you with their daggers. So it's 4 attacks. First attack, 4 damage. Second attack, what's your AC?
14.
Okay, second attack is 4 damage. Miss. And
You can
a hit for 3.
She goes down.
Okay.
No!
All right. So yeah, so this also like stabs you. And I think these guys are dealing non-lethal too because they want to take you back home to interrogate you. So you are knocked unconscious. I think this one just bats you on the back of the head with the dagger, and your eyes roll back in your head and you slump forward. Willifort catches you and like hands you off to one of the cultists, and we stay with the shot. And he hands you over to the cultist, and he says, "Take this one upstairs." And the cultist begins dragging you or back downstairs and out. So he starts dragging you away on his turn.
Oh shit, if I wait, I can get this one guy.
So meanwhile, downstairs, Barak comes around the corner and sees you in the corner, Makaria. So you see this dwarf like walk around the corner, and he looks at you and he kind of raises an eyebrow. And what are you dressed like right now?
I mean, I'm still wearing the Kellamvorian robes with the like, what was that cloak with the skull?
Cloak, yeah.
Okay.
And it dyed black now.
Yeah, but your prayers are to Merkel.
They're
I'm
they're
gonna make a religion check.
He's gonna check if he knows who Merkel is.
Well, I mean, he knows who Merkel is. I'm gonna make a check to see if he notices that you're praying to a god that doesn't match your outfit. What's religion is intelligence, right?
Religion is intelligence, yes.
Okay. I don't think he recognizes who you're praying to. So he comes around the corner, he looks at you. What do you look like? Are you like scared? Are you like what's
I mean, okay, so she's not like terrified
Sure.
because like
not magically scared.
her god is the god of death. So
Yeah.
like it's just the question like, is today the day? Like she's been preparing,
Yeah.
but I also feel like there's like a human nature or
Yeah.
like person nature is to be afraid of not existing anymore.
Right. And he can tell you're not like channeling some awful spell. Like I think that he knows it just sounds like you're praying for answers.
Yeah, which
not
is what
like
I'm doing.
smite my enemies. And so he just looks at you and he kind of cocks his head and he's like, hey. And he like comes over and he pokes you with his staff. Stop that. Stop it. Do you stop praying?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stop and he looks at you and he's like, what? This was your plan? While I fought all your friends, you were just going to hide out in the corner and pray to the gods.
Well,
What did you think was going to happen? That the gods would just give you all the gold?
I don't.
You're a terrible thief. And he whops you on the head with his, he's like, thunk, hits you with the staff.
Thief.
Yes!
I'm a cleric.
Yes, you are. You're all thieves. You and your mechanical friend and that woman in the hallway and the other two that ran off. You're here to steal the gold. Whap! Like bonks you in the head again.
Stop it.
That's very naughty. And he bonks you again.
Ow!
Why are you here? It's the gold, isn't it? Well, you're not going to get it. I'm here to protect the gold. And he whaps you again.
Hey, all right. Jesus.
And you're lucky I don't just light you on fire right now. Now get out of here.
You're very good at protecting gold, all right?
Get out of my vault. And he starts like swatting you, like
Ow.
to hit you in the butt and like get you to leave.
Ow, you know that there are other people who also want.
So
I mean, I'm sure you'll kill them or whatever.
So Rin, meanwhile, it's your turn. Downstairs, Makaria is being reprimanded by the dragon. What are you doing? You can see the exit. You can see the door.
Yeah,
right ahead of you.
I'm fucking legging it, Adam. Like I dropped off a ledge. Fuck it. Like it's
okay.
I'm dedicated to this course of action.
Okay. All right. So you see, I guess you see lying on the floor right here. I wonder, do doppelgangers, if they're knocked unconscious, revert, or only when they're killed?
Only when they're killed.
Okay, all right. So you just see like, let's see, if true form of it dies. Okay, yeah, because they wouldn't turn back in their sleep. Yeah, so you see the girl that Bonnie was pretending to be lying right here on the ground, just like unconscious. And because it's a girl and not a doppelganger,
you know they're not dead.
You know she's not dead. Yeah. So you see her lying there. Okay.
This is as far as I can move this turn.
Okay.
So.
Perfect. Okay, good. So, great. It is Jewel, you're unconscious. Willifort. Willifort will press on, I think. Like, come on, and like demands that they follow him. Okay, Makaria, what are you doing? The dragon's like, get out of here, come on. And so you wanted to try to talk to him because now it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say?
You do know that there are other people more better thieves than I. I'm not a thief.
He says, in all my thousands of years of life, and you can tell he's lying. He's trying to like blow up how important he is. He's like, right. I've never seen thieves as bad as you. It didn't even seem like you had a plan. You just shot me.
I didn't.
I was trying to talk to you. I haven't talked to anyone in a very long time, and now you and
so then, you truly have avoided death for hundreds of years.
And he smiles. And he says, well, yes, of course.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Nobody wants to be dead.
Truly.
Life is full of exciting things like guarding treasure and having treasure.
You'd rather sit here alone in a dungeon than accept the sweet embrace of death.
And he shakes his head and he says, you clearly haven't seen the giant pile of gold you've come here to steal. It's beautiful and it's all mine.
Is it?
Well, it's mine to protect anyway. Besides, I've told you enough. Get out. Like starts.
Well, just you said that this is the most wonderful thing that one can do in life, and I've never truly seen any pile of gold. I've been quite poor my whole life. Can I just look at it before I leave?
No, you can't look at my gold. And he turns back and he looks at it. He says, but I don't want your friends' bodies, so you're going to have to get them out of here. So go and get your friend. And he steps aside and like folds his arms and like looks at you like, go get him.
I will, but I'm not very strong. Is it okay if I wake one of them up to carry the other?
And he shakes his head. He says, I've got all the time in the world. Just drag him out of here.
I really don't think I can.
You have to believe in yourself, girl. Maybe your gods can help you. Get on with it.
Have you tried moving him? He weighs like as much as a vending machine.
He looks at 8 and he looks at you and he says, I'm a dragon, girl. I could lift him with one hand.
Well, why don't you drag him?
And he's like, that's not what dragon means. Now get to it.
I cannot.
I don't believe you. Try.
I try.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. I'm not trying very hard. I'm trying as hard as I possibly can.
All right. So when you actually try, you're just like, okay, here we go. And you can do it. You can drag 8 out of here very slowly.
Oh, Jesus, I'm going to break my back. Oh, fuck, I have a hernia already.
So he just watches and he's just like, there you go. Lift with your knees.
Oh, you're the worst dragon I've ever met.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you tried to steal from me and Lord Neverember. Now get out of my
I told
vault.
you I'm not. Wait, is Lord Neverember here?
And he squints at you and he's like, oh, you're ignorant and unprepared. No, of course he's not here. Now
And
get out.
why are you guarding this for him? What has he promised you?
It's none of your business.
But seriously, like, what has he promised?
So the two of you are like arguing, and he's just watching you drag your friend out of here. Upstairs, one of the cultists does the same and uses its full turn to drag Jewel out, and then the cult fanatics follow their leader. Okay, so there's these guys and cultists. Okay. All right. So the cultists head out this way. Okay. So Barrock Clanghammer just watches you. Rin, if you want to, you can get away now. You can leave, right? But you have movement to get, like, your first move will get you close to Bonnie, and then what do you want to do?
I don't want to bring her with me. Like,
Some more dragon?
if I can, yeah. Like, I don't want to just leave her unconscious.
There's two important things that are happening here: dragon and hoisting. So you go over and you hoist her, and then it's time for the dragon. So what you didn't know is that the whole premise of the adventure would come down to this: it's Waterdeep, drag and hoist. So, so Rin, you're gonna spend your turn picking her up. Make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you lift her up. Come on, Bonnie. And you start dragging her out of here. Okay. So we get back around to the baddies, and they will continue to go down the hallway here. And then Makaria, what are you gonna do?
Can I take a break?
And he's just like shakes his head like, nope. Come on now.
But is this really all you want from life? To be down here alone forever?
Make a charisma saving throw for me.
Sure.
Okay.
21.
Ooh, wow. So you say that and you're like, you're dragging 8 out of here. And he says, he stops and he's like, well, I've clearly got the better of you. And he looks at 8 proudly.
Yes.
And he says, well, and I'm not in any hurry to get rid of you exactly. It's just, you've come down here to steal the gold. So you can't look at it. You can't get any closer, but well, the company is a bit nice, even though you're awfully unpleasant girl.
So I can have a break.
He shrugs and he says, let no one say that Oranax was not merciful. So when you get back up there, you tell everyone that you faced down Oranax the Gold and that he let you live. And not only that, he let you take a break from your labors.
I'll tell everyone.
You'd best.
Do you know, what was the other dragon's name?
You're going to have to be a lot more specific.
The bronze one.
Oh, the young bronze dragon?
Yeah.
Not all dragons. No.
Yeah, no, but it's Makaria. Come on.
I cannot remember.
Zelfarn?
Yeah, Zelfarn.
It was Zelfarn, yeah.
Do you know of a young dragon named Zelfarn?
And he squints. He says,
He's
Zelfarn?
Yes.
That's a bronze dragon name. I don't associate with bronze dragons. You wouldn't understand this, but us gold dragons, we're the top of the pile, the most impressive of all the dragons. So I try not to associate with my lessers.
Well, you're certainly impressive dispatching 8.
Yes, thank you. I could have killed all of you with my fire breath, but I chose not to. Again, the merciful.
Quite merciful.
Indeed.
So, I'm merely curious. I know now that I could never attempt to steal from you, nor would I want to. You're quite scary. But why is it that you agreed to stay down here alone forever, guarding this gold that no one's using?
Oh, not forever. I mean, I have things to do. I'm just taking a bit of sabbatical from dragoning. Lord Neverember has paid me handsomely. And when he says that, his eyes like flick to the staff he's holding. And then he says, besides, I'm only guarding the gold until he comes back or sends an agent to retrieve it.
Oh, you mean his son, Rainier, who told us to come down here.
And he squints and he says, Rainier Neverember, the boy's about this big.
It's been quite a longer time than I think you realize.
Well,
Rainier did send us down here to get the gold.
He shakes his head and he says, you know I can't believe anything that you say. Why didn't you just start with that if that's true? Why didn't your metal friend hold on a moment before he shot me in the chest?
I know that you don't.
I am a great and
We're not
powerful
afraid
dragon.
of things in dungeons, but we are quite afraid of things in dungeons. It was a mistake, I assure you. One that we found we could not turn back from.
Yes, well, now you've paid for your mistake, so you can take your mistake-making friend and you can get out of here. So we cut back to the bad guys. So the cultists move, the cult fanatics, I move them. Barak is just going to hang out and like watch you drag your friend out of here. Rin, you now have Bonnie in your arms. You want to abscond with her?
Yeah, I'm going to leave.
Okay, so Rin and Bonnie make their way out of the vault. 8 is being dragged. The Black Viper is unconscious. Jewel is unconscious.
I just realized a horrible thing I can do.
Which is? Would you like to
close the door?
Share with the class?
No, I can't close the door because the door doesn't.
Oh, right.
But no, if there's an epilogue, I'll share.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an epilogue yet because we're gonna take these same characters right into the next thing. So there may be a limbo period where we figure out what the hell happens with everybody. So you want to take your turn by dragging Bonnie out of here? Is that the plan? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So Willifort and his goons edge closer and closer to their objective. All right. Okay. And then Makaria, we're back to you. Back downstairs.
So he wants me to get both of my friends, right?
He hasn't quite decided that yet. I mean, you could ask him, but he's basically just watching you drag them out of here.
Right. So I suppose we'll have to go back and get Rainier to come down here and tell you that now is the appointed time.
And he says to you, well, if you had just brought him here in the first place.
He's a very busy man.
Too busy for all that gold? I think not. But if his father did indeed send him to get the gold, and you can prove it, well then fine. I'd be happy to be discharged of this duty.
That sounds simple enough. Did you leave my other friends alive?
Yes, I make it a point not to kill anyone I don't have to.
Right. Well, can I go and... It's going to be rough getting him up the stairs. I should start with a lighter load, I think.
And he looks at 8 and he says, well, you've already gotten so far with this one. Finish the job.
Do you want me to go all the way up the stairs with him?
She like charged him like a foot?
Yeah. He just nods like, yes, get him out of here. So do you want to drag 8?
Out of character, I'm afraid that the cultists are going to come down the stairs, but sure, I'll try and drag him.
Okay.
Another turn, which is like 3 feet, right? Or 3 squares.
It's if all you do is move, it's 30 feet, right? Because you're moving twice.
All right.
You're moving at half speed.
There we go. I don't see how I'm getting him up the stairs, honestly. I just don't.
And across the broken bridge.
Across the broken. Well, I mean, you can get him upstairs and then let him wake up, right? That's what this guy thinks. So I think, Makaria, you hear up above you hear the clattering of like footsteps, the sort of jingling of armor as the cultists and the cult fanatics enter.
Did you have more protectors here?
And he says, no, it's just me. There are more of you up there.
Nope.
Maybe it's
you
her
got-
friends come back to save you from the big scary dragon.
I don't think they would.
That's a shame. You should get new friends.
That's such a
I'm planning on it.
That's such a good read from Macario there. I don't think they come and save
I
me.
don't think that. I've just realized I'm a complete asshole. Like, wait a second. My friends wouldn't come back for me. So you say that, you're
I
like,
think the thing is I wouldn't come back for them. So like,
well, and he says, he says, well, none the matter. I'll let them come down here too, and I'll handle them just like I handled you. Now I've got my blood up. I'm ready for a fight.
okay, I'll try and get him out of the way. Then you can do whatever it is you do.
And he looks at you and he says, no, you're going to keep carrying that one up the stairs.
I can't quite. If they're coming down the stairs and I'm going up the stairs, then all I'm going to do is run into their swords.
That does sound like a you problem and not a me problem. Meanwhile,
Can I just wake him up?
I mean, you could try. Like, he's at 0 hit points.
I have spells for that bullshit.
So up top, you hear a voice from the top of the stairs. You hear a voice say, oh my God, this is so good. So you hear Rin's voice from up above say, Macaria, come up here. It's okay. Everything's fine. It's the Zentarim. They've come to help us. Do you want to make an insight check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zentarim come to help us. They've never helped me with anything. Get a 13.
Okay. It's Rin.
Well, that's surprising. Just give me a moment. Can you help me? Actually, can you come help me with this fucking load?
You like shout that upstairs?
Yeah.
So Rin shouts back, there's some kind of spell. We can't come down the stairs.
Do you have a spell down here?
And you look at the dragon, he just raises an eyebrow and he's like,
So you were just gonna let me get up there and discover that? Oh God.
I'm envisioning this dragon as like the dungeon master from the shitty D&D cartoon. Like
Yes.
this
Yeah.
this squat little jerk. Like, oh, whatever will you do? Yeah, perfect.
You're an asshole. You know that, right?
And he puts his hands out and he says, the gods make all kinds. So what are you gonna do, Macaria, with your turn?
Well, I insight checked and I thought it was Rin,
I'm
right?
pretty sure it's Rin. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna continue dragging 8 then.
Okay. All right. So you
I can get to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. You drag 8 onto the bottom of the stairs.
Can I like look up?
Yeah, but the stairs spiral up, so you can't see anything.
Oh. Can I like tie a rope around 8 and try and like lever and pulley him up from the top of the stairs?
What would you hook it over?
The top of the stairs? I don't know.
Yeah. I do not think it is physically possible to lift me upstairs.
I don't think so either. I think
I don't even think dragging him this far should have been possible.
I got a crit.
You got a crit, so
I got a crit.
yeah, you just
I
drag him
have a
across the
hernia.
floor.
is what's
So he at this point, Barak sees that you've got him this far, and he says, just a little further. Well, and then if you want, you can leave him till he wakes up, but he'll be out of my hair.
A little further. You mean like? And I
Come on, you've gotten him this far.
oh God. Fucking Christ. I will attempt to pull him up the stairs.
Okay, yeah, you pull him one more, and the dragon, Barak, he smiles, and he says, he's like, that's better. Now, come get the other one.
All right. And I like clamber over 8 at the bottom of the stairs where I didn't see. I was busy praying for my death.
He points and he's like, I left her laying over there.
Over here?
Yeah, you know,
Okay, so I'll walk.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look, there's a black viper.
Yeah. So anybody who is still scared of the dragon no longer is. You go back, you grab, everybody upstairs is just waiting. So you drag her back.
She's a lot lighter.
Yeah, this is a lot better. and you get her like up onto the stairs. Do you pile her on top of 8? And
What about Rin and Jewel? I didn't see them leave.
yeah, and he closes his eyes a moment, and he's like, "Nope, all good. Everyone's gone. Now,
actually
I
did
hope,"
that
and he
for me.
points to you. He says, "I hope you'll think better of this in the future."
Yes, I'll bring Rainier.
Good. And he just starts like walking off whistling to himself.
How the fuck? Okay, I will use my spells to fucking wake these bastards up.
Okay.
I what's a level 2 cure wounds? For 8, but it's gonna be full. So that's how many D8 is that? 2?
It's yeah,
3 plus 4?
Yeah, 3d8 total.
3d8 plus 4.
Oh, so
Which
instead
is
of rolling them, it's
28 hit points, I think. 3d8 is 24.
24. Yeah.
Plus 4, 28 hit points for you. And then the level 1 for what's her butt, and that's 8 plus 4.
Okay.
Which is 12.
12. Okay. So
I
the two of them wake up like ready to attack.
No, stop. Dragon's letting us go. I'm never going into any tomb with you, dungeon, whatever, ever again, 8. You're the worst.
I feel like if that was a TV show, then we would have a flash forward to like us in the bandmates.
Yeah, I'm never going into another dungeon with you again.
A level 2 is 2d8. Okay, well, I don't know. Then you get like 16 plus 4, 20.
No, 128. I want that many.
So I think rather than like continue on, I think this is probably the place where we leave the episode, and that the three of you are downstairs. Rin calls from above, like, "Is everyone all right? Come upstairs. We're safe. We've got to get out of here." And Makaria and 8 and yeah, and if 8, if you want to make an insight check too, you're welcome to. All right, so maybe that's the thing, right? We hear Rin, and Makaria kind of looks at you like, "Come on, let's go." But 8 is like, "Wait a second," and we see 8's. We see your like blue visor turn like orange, right? Turn into the like warning color.
Oh yeah, because 8 hears with like mechanical perfect like ears.
Yeah. So
right?
give us our closing shot, Dave. What do we see?
The last line, like you say, it changes color, and it's just that's not Rin.
Perfect. To be continued. Awesome. Okay. And actually this works out perfect because Lauren, you're not going to be here next week. So you are going to be in the Castellanter HQ getting Castellantered while the other 3 have to come and save you. Nice. Perfect. That worked out great. All right. I mean, you know, it's not great that you're in the hands of Asmodean like cultists or whatever, but like
catnapped.
Yeah, you have been.
Oh,
this worked out in no way like I expected at all. So thank you for that, everybody.
it was great. I loved it.
Yep. I forgot that
Fucking readied actions. Like, oh.
I forgot that Williford Crowell was a doppelganger until right that moment. We're like, wait a second, he's just gonna pretend to be Rin and try to lure you up. So yeah, good work, everybody. Thank you so much. We were supposed to have a break in there somewhere, but we just blasted right through it.
Yeah.
Completely forgot. So yeah, we'll do some shout outs, and we'll be back next week for maybe the conclusion. Who knows? Elf, would you like to start us off?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm your favorite escaping bard, Distracted Elf. I jump off of really high ledges and take damage voluntarily so as to avoid being captured by cultists. You can find me at twitch.tv/DistractedElf or on Twitter @DistractedElf, where I prefer to lead the cults than be chased by them.
Same.
So,
Same.
Yeah, so find me in those places.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Lauren, why don't you go next?
My name is Random Tuesday. You can find me pretty much all the places Random Tuesday. I will be not here next time because I'm going to be in Los Angeles. So this Wednesday, you can come watch me run a game of Weave over on Geek and Sundry.
Yes.
And other times, you can find me also playing RPGs on Geek Space TV and Roll for It.
Awesome. Dave, coming to us from Anime Limbo. Where can people find you on the internet, my Dave?
Oh, they can find me on Twitter at Dave_the_human. Please look forward to very soon the beginning of Final Fantasy February with myself, and I'll be doing some co-op streams. I don't think they're ready to announce it yet, but we're going to play some games and it's going to be great. Yeah, thanks everyone. That was super weird. And I think that was the best choice I've ever made in my whole life.
Yeah, thank you for committing to that goof, Dave. I appreciate that. You're like, well, I shot him. Here we go. And it very much was an Ishu Snaggletooth moment. So I think somewhere
like you're in a dungeon.
The difference is I choose to shoot things I can see.
Why would there be anything good down here?
That's right. That's right.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
When eventually Ishi Snaggletooth and 8 get to meet, it'll be great.
Oh yeah, that'll be fantastic. Cool. Last but not least, Blue Jay, take it away.
That's me. I'm the last but not the least. I felt a little bit bad about like stopping to pray, but honestly, that fight was impossible. And I was gonna just roll like a wisdom save as to whether I thought like today's the day to die or not. And then I was like, wait, I can actually literally ask my God.
It just takes
forever. And I didn't realize it took so long to cast a spell, but like,
I mean,
it's probably what she would do.
I mean, I noped the fuck out. So actually, you were closer to the fight than I ever was.
Yeah. So I feel like that was a fun thing. Plus, it meant that I got to sass a dragon. So win-win, right?
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, right. You can find me at twitch.tv/bluejay or on twitter.com/bluejay712.
There it is. Cool. Yeah.
That was wrong. I said it wrong. It's fine.
That's our episode. If you don't know where to find these people by now, I don't know, look harder. We're not that hard to find on the internet. I'm your Dungeon Master, Adam Coble. You can find me on Twitter at SkinnyGhost or twitch.tv/Adam Coble. You can find me in such exciting places as Roleplay, where we're doing our 100+ episode 5th edition game, Court of Swords. And then I have a new show starting this week, 9 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday. If you are a Magic the Gathering fan, or if you are not, you can come and watch the premiere episode of Jace Bellerin Must Die, which is my new show with some people. I don't think we've announced the cast yet, even though it's in 2 days. Keep an eye on Twitter for that. We've got it'll be a secret. We have like a video trailer that we're trying to get approved for like release, but it's a different team than if we had a text announcement. Anyway, whatever. Legal has to make sure the trailer is okay, but we'll announce as soon as we possibly can. And you can come and check it out on Wednesday at 9 a.m. That's it for us. We are done, and we will see you next time for more. Bye, everybody. This stream is brought to you by Roll20, an easy-to-use virtual tabletop dedicated to making tabletop RPGs accessible to everyone. Join the adventuring party at roll20.net.